machine learning and data science. We feel privileged to have such eminent personalities with us today, Dr. Varun Chand sir and Dr. S.B. Kishore sir. I'm happy to have the chance to welcome a versatile personality and our resource person, Dr. Varun Chand sir. Presently, Sir holds the position of an assistant professor in the Department of Computer Science and Engineering at the College of Engineering, Perumal, Kerala. Now, I would like to extend a warm welcome to the gem of Computer Science Department and our moderator of today's session, Dr. S.B. Kishore sir. Sir is currently holding the position as the head of the Computer Science Department of Sardar Patel Mahavidyalaya in Chandrapur, Maharashtra. Welcome, sir. My hearty welcome to Dr. Praveen Joshi, Director of Dr. S.C. Gulhane, Prerna College of Commerce, Science and Arts, and a warm welcome to our officiating principal, Dr. Leeladhar Revatkar sir. Now, let me have the privilege to introduce the remarkable personality, respected Dr. Varun Chand sir. Sir completed his PhD from Vellore Institute of Technology, Vellore, India. His research focuses on resource allocation and optimization and the goal of improving society. His research interest includes digital image processing, pattern recognition, computer vision, machine learning, deep learning with applications in intelligent transportation system, home security, technology enhanced learning, and many more. Sir has authored numerous papers from national and international journals. Additionally, he praised over numerous sessions at international conference and gave numerous presentations on a variety of subjects. Dr. R. Bindu Ministry of Higher Education also presented Dr. Varun Chand sir with a certificate of appreciation for his participation to the anti-drug awareness campaign. One more feather added to his cap that he has filed an Australian patent in year 2021 with title Screw Jack based height adjustable laptop table. Due to time constraint, it is not possible for me to access his complete profile as he has a long list of accomplishments and various other achievements. Now, I would like to gratefully introduce our session's moderator, Dr. S.B. Kishore sir. Sir holds a double PhD in professional disciplines such as computer science and management, and he has been granted 5 patents, including 2 Australian patents. He chaired the Computer Science Board at Gondwana University in Gadchiroli, as well as an ex-member of the Academic Council. Under his supervision, 14 researchers have received PhD degrees, while 6 scholars have received MPhil degrees. He has been resource person more than 125 times at many national and international conferences. Dr. S.B. Kishore sir has uploaded around 240 videos on instructional aids for faculty, academic research, and other utility videos on his YouTube channel about since COVID 2019. His videos were viewed by over 2.43 lakh people from 40 different countries. He is the author of numerous national and international textbooks and reference books. Most importantly, to recognize his devotion and determination for his work, Dr. S.B. Kishore sir has received numerous awards, including the coveted Ideal Teacher Award in 2012. I can't read his entire profile because he has a long list of accomplishments and achievements. Now, I request Dr. Varun Chand sir to address our participants on the subject of transforming urban mobility, the role of intelligent transport system. Over to you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you, Kelani madam, for the wonderful introduction about myself. So, I will start presenting my slides.
Yes.
Okay. So my screen is visible, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, very good morning to one and all present over here. I'm going to give a small talk on the topic transforming urban mobility, the role of intelligent transportation system. So before I start, I would like to thank all the organizers for organizing this national conference on technological advancement in computer science, artificial intelligence, machine learning, and data science on the date 7th and 8th September 2023, organized by the Department of Computer Science and Engineering, Dr. S.C. Gulanan, Prerna College of Commerce, Science and Arts, Nagpur. I also like to express my sincere thanks to Dr. Liladhar sir for giving me an opportunity to interact with the participants of this conference. So, without wasting much time, we can straight away start the presentation. So, these are the outline of my today's sessions. So, we will get each and everything in detail in the upcoming slides. So, as mentioned in the title, let's see. Let's begin with what is urban mobility. We might be heard about the life at urban. So we are currently facing so many challenges while living in a urban world. So what are the challenges that we are facing? I'm just list out few of things. Before that, urban mobility refers to the movement of people and goods within that particular city. So people are migrating from rural area to urban for a better life. At the same time, they are facing so many problems there. So few of the problems I have listed here, that is what I mentioned, is that the challenges. So first challenge is traffic congestion. So day by day, the growth of vehicle has been rising a lot. So we can see uh, how was the scenario 10 years before, and what is the scenario right now. So the number of vehicles in the road has increased dramatically. So that is exponentially increasing day by day. So that is causing serious kind of threats. They are causing pollutions, even that are looting our time. Our productive time has been wasting on the road traffic. So that is what I have mentioned as traffic congestion. So each vehicle is occupied some spot. There are several other reasons, but I'm not listing all those detail in all those things in detail here. The main reason for traffic congestions in major cities are, one of the reason is the many of the drivers who are actually searching for some parking lots. Around 30% of traffic congestions that are causing in the cities are due to the drivers who are actually searching for some parking lots, but they are unable to get those parking slots. So that are actually creating a lag or delay, and that is actually causing a huge traffic in major cities and all. So that adversely affect increase in pollution, that is air pollution and even noise pollution, and even a lot of fuels is being consumed during that period of time. Especially we know from morning 8:30 to 10 a.m. Heavy traffic is all around, because all are going to their workplace, students going to their school. So that is a very rush time. So that is the time, that is a peak time for traffic congestions are all. So my area or this topic is all about how to utilize the technology so that we can reduce these kind of traffic congestions. And the after effect of that traffic congestions are, like I mentioned in the second point, like pollution and environmental concern. So due to the traffic congestion, a huge amount of carbon dioxide is being emitted from each and every vehicle. So that is polluting our environment and adversely affecting the health of all the people who are actually residing at the cities. It's not affecting the cities all across the world. Anywhere people are living, this kind of pollution is causing serious threats to the life of human being. So this is another challenge. How can we reduce that pollution? How can we reduce the traffic congestions? And the last thing is inefficient transportation system. So mainly, suppose if I'm traveling from my home to approximately some 100 kilometers apart, some destination, during night time I can travel it for just 1 hour, but it is not possible to travel in just 1 hour during that peak time. So that time, during that time, it will take too much time. For example, it will take maybe 3 hour time. The same 1 hour journey that I have completed in the last night, this time I have to complete it in 3 hours. So that is the worst case that we are facing each and every day, because all human are experiencing that problem in all across the world. I guess even in Bangalore, I guess in Mumbai, and even in Trivandrum and in Kochi. Even I am facing that same problem here when I am traveling through that metro cities and all. So a lot of productive times we are actually wasting in the road, searching for just moving our vehicle in some 10 kilometer per hour or some 5 kilometers per hour. That is so pathetic situation that we are facing. So how can we change all those things with the help of this intelligent techniques or computer technologies? So many advancements are happening each and every day in our computer field. So by imparting those technologies, how we can improve the traffic, or how we can make a better transportation system. That is what all about this presentation. So that is challenges of urban mobility, inefficient transportation system. Then next, moving on to the next slide. What is the need for transportation? So the need for transportation, first of all, urban trends. So most of the people are now migrating. I already mentioned, like most of the people are migrating from their village to better, in search of a better life. They are moving on to urban life. So uh, the steady research shows that in by the end of 2050, around two-thirds of the world entire population will be living in urban area. So all are expecting a better life, searching for a better life. They are migrating to urban areas. So even by the end of 2050, majority of the population will be living in urban city. So that is actually another upcoming problem. So we need to provide all the citizens with a better life if they are supposed to if they are supposed to live in those urban life, if they are living in urbanized area. So that is a trend now. Most of the people are migrating to cities and all. And next is that there should be demand. There is a high demand for efficiency. You know what is efficiency? Because we, just like I mentioned, a lot of productive time is being wasted in heavy traffic. So if we can reduce that productive time, I mean wastage of that time, that production of you every individual members can be increased. So that is what efficiency means. If using technology, if we are able to reduce the high populated traffic, or if can um, provide all the citizens with a smooth traffic free transportation, that will help to boost the productive time of each and every individual. They That will increase their mental stress, because we know a lot of uh, this area is completely connected. Because one of my paper is all about study of the mental ability of drivers who are actually wasting their productive time in road. So what happens is that uh, they may feel very stressed, and in spite of that, they will violate traffic rules, and eventually that may result in road accidents. So reckless driving, that is the main reason. So the background of reckless driving reason is the most of the time he or she may be spending their time in road traffic, and they may not be unable to reach their destination on time. So they will definitely violate traffic rules, and eventually they may crash, and they may result in fatal accidents. So these are all connected. This is actually a very big area. So uh, I don't know. I will complete all those things in days this 1 hour. That's why I just cut out few things. So anyway, this is very relevant. That's why I just added this point in this while I was communicating. So we need to increase the efficiency of this. So how can we increase? That is the answer for this is by imparting intelligent transportation system, or current technologies, we can definitely provide a solution to all these problems. So thereby we can save time, we can reduce the stress of all the drivers who are actually wasting, currently they are wasting their productive time in road for uh, making on time arrival at their destinations. So that is what that's the need for the transformation. And next important point is sustainability. So how we can ensure sustainable life? Actually, currently, if we are spending overtime in the road, all that particular time, our vehicle may be emitting carbon dioxide and so many hazardous. Even they may be causing uh, even noise pollution as well. So that all are affecting the lifestyle of all the peoples. They may be causing some severe health related issues, and eventually they are causing problems to our nature where we are actually living. So the air is polluting. I guess we all know, we are aware about the so many newses are there in New Delhi, and even um, they have some mechanisms like they have given some day off as well to reduce the air pollution in Delhi as well. So that is actually the case all across our globe. But there are few countries that they are actually utilizing these technologies, and they are actually getting benefit in their lifestyle by imparting this technologies as well. So we have to ensure the sustainability of our nature by imparting these technologies. So all this we can achieve with help of our technologies. We are at present we have witnessed so many advancements in computer technologies. There's like the advancements of artificial intelligence and machine learning, deep learning, and even many even for providing security, blockchain. So many technologies are there. So by imparting all those technologies, definitely we can reduce these problems up to some limit. But there are limit, but we can, however, we can limit all those things up to a mark. And next is why urban mobility needs a revolution. So, as from the pic, we can see the condition, how pathetic this will be, and how that will affect the. Just guess if we are a driver in this particular any of this vehicle, how we will feel. We will be feeling very frustrated. So our health, our mentality, our job. Sometimes our job may lose if we are not arriving on time. So just guess these many people are there in their vehicle, unable to move. So this is actually the worst case that is happening in many cities. Even 3 weeks before, I lost completely in a traffic jam for around 30 minutes. So that happens everywhere, I guess. So we can impart technologies to mitigate these kind of problems. So that is what our presentation focus on. Why urban mobility needs a revolution? As I mentioned, the urbanization is the people has a trend to migrate from their rural area to the urban area. So in search of a better life they are migrating. So that will happen in future as well. Nobody is actually willing to live in a rural area nowadays because all are expecting comfort. So they are migrating, and around 70 percentage of population will be migrating to their city life by the end of 2050. So that is actually a very challenge, and for all the governance who are actually governing bodies, so they need to provide them with a better life. So ITS, or the technology imparting in this transportation system, is actually a solution where they can provide a better life to all those people who are actually migrating to, or actually they are living in city areas. And the demand for efficiency and sustainability, the time, the productive time they are wasting, that can be reduced, and their consumption of energy by the vehicle. Actually, we know the day by day the petrol, the fuel, the rate of fuel that we consumed has also increased, and we are actually wasting it simply switching on our vehicle, and we are wasting it in a traffic. So how can we reduce if we are providing with a better life through this intelligent transportation system, or by imparting technologies in road transportation system? Definitely the fuel consumption and can be reduced, and thereby the cost of uh, each and every individual or the drivers can also be reduced. So that is what all about the efficiency. If they can travel from a source to their destination in the expected time, for example, some 100 kilometers in 1 hour, if they are not even waiting in any traffic, then we can say that the time is actually saved. The energy, the consumption of the fuel is actually optimized. We didn't waste any fuel. So we are our average speed of some 70-80 kilometer per hour means the productivity of the vehicle is in very good condition, and overall the allocation, uh, even the emission of carbon dioxide is reduced, because we are not spending 3 or 4 hours instead of 1 hour. We are not spending 2-3 hours in the road, so thereby that is also reducing. So that is all about this efficiency, and sustainability also means uh, uh, how to make our nature better. Uh, so if we reduce the emission, and if we save energies and all, definitely we are making our world much more sustainable. So uh, this is all about the revolution that is happening in this urban mobility. So that's why we need a revolution in urban mobility. And the key role of technology. So I already mentioned so many things. So this all this can be achieved by help of the technology that we are witnessing uh, right now. We have changed a drastic change in the technology for all the few years, and that is going to have a rapid change in the upcoming years as well, as we see a lot of movement in AI, and even not in AI, but all other technologies as well. So, intelligent transportation system is one such technology where we are utilizing the current all those technologies, all current technologies, whether it is artificial intelligence, whether it is blockchain, whether it is cloud computing, edge computing, whatever it is. But if you are importing all those technologies in the transportation domain, then we call it as an intelligent transportation system. So this intelligent transportation system can leverage all these technologies, and thereby they can enhance the safety of the drivers, the pedestrians, even the vehicle, the goods and service, whatever it is. We can provide them with a better safety, and even the efficiency can be improved. Like I mentioned, the time can be reduced. The pollution, air pollution, noise pollution, all those things can also be reduced. So all this can be happen if we impart these technologies in transportation domain. So this is what we mentioned in the term as intelligent transportation system. So this intelligent transportation system, in short, we call it as ITS, Intelligent Transportation System. So where we will analyze, because each and every day so many data are generated in the scenario of traffic. Because day by day, if you consider a junction, for example, if you're considering Nagpur town or Nagpur city, that city itself, the traffic scenario will be completely different during the time 9 to 10. That will be completely different during 10 to 11. Each and every hour, each and every minute, that is completely different. And depending upon whether it is holiday, whether it is working day, whether some other special day, it all depends. That completely is changing each and every day. But if we have that historic data, we can predict with the help of AI and all. This is all about technology that we are actually utilizing nowadays. And connectivity. Connectivity means, in upcoming slide, I will explain this connectivity in detail. So connectivity, in rough, I will say connectivity means all the vehicles are connected to each other. Instead of vehicle, it will be connected to uh, infrastructure as well. So all this will form a network. That is all about connectivity. And we are using many advanced devices like smart devices, including many sensors like object sensors, the object detection sensors, even distance. We can, using the sensors, we can measure the temperature, we can measure the humidity. So many sensors, I mean, so many things we can measure with the help of sensors. So all these sensors are generating data. If we import all these sensors in some place, if we impart those sensors in our, even we can impart those sensors in our vehicle as well. So all these will generate some data, and from that data actually we can automatically make some decisions, irrespective of human interaction or irrespective of the driver interaction. The sensor will sense and store some data in some servers. They will process, and they will uh, give some notification if some hazard or whatever it is. We have to set that condition. So according to that condition, we will get some information. Like if, for example, my uh, if my car air pressure is very low, automatically I will receive notification, or I will get information like your car air pressure is very low. You have to fill air. Like those things automatically happen. So that is the advancements of technology in this domain. So there are so many sub areas we can explore. Okay, so real-time data analysis, and these are all possible because of the technology that we are witnessing right now. So thereby we can improve the lifestyle of people who are living in urban life. Okay, so let me explain more about the intelligent transportation system. This is actually a domain, that is what I have mentioned, the role of intelligent transportation system in uplifting the urban life of people. So this, what is actually intelligent transportation system? As I mentioned, like it is all about imparting technologies, the latest technology that we are utilizing in the transportation domain. So in short, we can say that intelligent transportation is nothing but how we are utilizing the current technologies to make a better life for the better transportation of goods and service as well as people in a in urban or whether in an urban or rural, wherever it is fine. Okay, so that is all about intelligent transportation system, and the main goal of ITS is to provide a user or people with a much more safer life. So if you are imparting ITS in road, definitely the safety in a road will be improved because they can automatically detect uh, the upcoming traffic. They can even predict. Suppose if I'm feeling some drowsy, and if there is no such technology imparted in my vehicle or my car, definitely I will fall asleep. Suppose I am traveling in a national highway, uh, calm and quiet. Okay, no traffic, especially during evening or maybe in 3 p.m. after my lunch. So definitely there is a high probability that I uh, will there is a chance of getting sleep. So that time, if I will feel drowsy, automatically, if my vehicle is embarked with some camera, like to check whether I am feeling drowsy or not, then that uh, camera can automatically detect like I feel drowsy. So how that will detect means based on the movement of my eyelids. So suppose my eye is feeling, if my eye is getting closer, automatically that will give some alarm or that will give some warning like you are feeling drowsy, please stop the vehicle. Likewise, so that is actually the advancements of technology. So one of my paper of my research paper was focusing on drowsiness and fatal, uh, how to reduce fatal accidents. So how to detect the drowsiness of a driver, how to measure the reckless driving of a driver. So that is one of my research work actually while I was doing my research in VIT. That was one of my research area that I published my paper in one of the ACA journal. So this is actually a solution. We are imparting technology and we are providing a solution to that kind of a problem. So all this has happened because of this ITS. And moving on to the next slide, planet. So this is actually an area in intelligent transportation system. So ITS is actually a broad area where we can impart all the technologies that we are witnessing currently, like AI, blockchain, cloud computing, edge computing, whatever things we are witnessing, we can impart all those technologies, and we can actually provide some solution to any of those problems. The problems are many. Like I said, the problem is that a driver may fall asleep while he he or she is actually driving, or there is a high probability that a person may get distracted if he sees some noise or something around, as even he or she is actually traveling in a metro city. So how can we detect whether a person is feeling drowsy or whether a person is feeling distracted? So that is what the technology do. And even identification of stolen vehicle, even pollution avoidance, pollution of 2 or 3 vehicles in junction, and even providing a hassle-free traffic to emergency vehicles. So all these are actually some problems. And thanks to this ITS, already it is advanced, and they are providing solutions to each and every problem that I have mentioned. There are so many solutions already available for these problems, and I thank this ITS for this involvement in this particular field. So this VANET is actually a subset of ITS. VANET is nothing but vehicular ad hoc network. We all know about network. We know what is a network. If a computer is interconnected and if they are able to transfer their data from one computer to another computer or to some other computer, we will call this as a network. So similarly, this VANET is actually a network of vehicle. So each and every vehicle on the road is actually, we are treating like as a computer engineer or a computer expert, we will call it as a network of vehicles. So this network of vehicle can communicate or they can share their data from one vehicle to any vehicle in their network, provided they has to be connected. They has to be connected with each other. So that is all about vehicular network, and it is actually a subset of MANET. MANET means mobile ad hoc network. Mobile means they can move. They can move. Currently, many networks we know they are fixed, just like our mobile tower, and this mobile ad hoc network is just like our mobile phone. We can move, and still we are able to communicate. Similarly, this VANET is actually a network of vehicle where each and every vehicle can move, but still they are in connection. So they can transfer their data from one vehicle to any vehicle, and that data can be anything, including some messages, voice message, text message, video message, and including the information of some accidents. If a one vehicle is got some, if the one vehicle is actually affected by severe fatal accidents, that information can be that can be transmitted from that particular vehicle to any other vehicle. That is actually possible. So that is what all about this VANET. So this VANET is actually the subset of intelligent transportation system. And like I said, this is an advanced vehicle. You can see from the image, this particular car is embodied with so many sensors, like a video camera that is continuously monitoring the visuals of the driver who is actually driving. So in many cases, as I said, if I am traveling alone, there is a high chance that uh, I may fall asleep. So this camera is acting as a person. So he will the camera will detect whether I am feeling drowsy or not. Okay, so that will analyze my pattern, and automatically they will give a warning sound. Like even they can trigger a message like, please stop the vehicle, you are feeling drowsy, just take a 5 minutes break, then you drive, like thing anything they can communicate. So that is what this video camera is all about. And we know this is a camera that is focusing the driver. Similarly, the camera can be focused to outside, just like the eyes of a driver. So that is what actually autonomous vehicle are doing. So autonomous vehicle, you might be knowing, driverless car. So automatically the car is driving. They are able to capture the visuals of the surrounding, and they will brake automatically when they see some objects in that vicinity, or that vicinity they are actually setting. For example, some 1 meter, 2 meter, so whatever it is. So if the object is being detected in that particular range, our vehicle will stop. So for that we can fix a camera that is focusing, or that is actually visualizing the images from the road. So that is this video camera. And this GPS actually tracking the location of our vehicle, then AC sensors, rear camera, fuel sensors. So many sensors. If I'm explaining all those things, it will take more than 15 or 20 minutes. So there are so many other sensors as well. And some important components of VANET that I want to mention. One is onboard units. So these are actually examples for onboard units. Okay, so these are all examples for onboard units. So all the sensors that are placed in our vehicle. Suppose if I'm driving a vehicle, all the advanced sensors, if I have fitted in my vehicle, we can call it all those things as onboard units. And roadside units is means uh, uh, traffic signal. Okay, traffic light is actually a roadside unit. If we are imparting sensors there, so we should be able to communicate with those roadside unit. Okay, I will explain this more in the upcoming slide. Okay, so and last component is trusted authority. So trusted authority means there should be a protocol, or there should be proper channel through which a vehicle can be communicated to all the infrastructure unit or roadside unit. So this roadside unit can also be called as infrastructure unit. Okay, it's not it. A roadside unit can also be called as infrastructure unit. So that can be that possible communication is that kind of communication is possible through a trusted channel or trusted authority. So these are the three components in vehicular network. And there is a separate IEEE protocol, just like for all communication, there is this dedicated communication channel, especially for VANET. So right currently we are utilizing 802.11, 802.1, 802. So many protocols are there for communication. For our mobile communication, we are using some protocol. Similarly, IEEE 802.11p is actually a dedicated channel that we call it as DSRC in short. That is dedicated short range communication. A separate channel is established for this vehicular communication. So only that channel is only reserved for vehicle to vehicle communication, vehicle to infrastructure communication, and infrastructure to infrastructure communication. So that channel is completely dedicated for the transportation domain in order to reduce so many problems that arises in our transportation domain. We are reserved that particular channel only for VANET communication. And these are the possible communication. Vehicle can be communicated from one vehicle to another vehicle, and thereby that can be communicated to any other vehicle. So that is vehicle to vehicle communication. In short, V to V communication. And vehicle can be communicated with one vehicle can communicate it with to another infrastructure. That infrastructure can be anything. Just like I said, a traffic signal, that is one infrastructure. Any sensors, just like a signboard, a vehicle can communicate with a signboard. Even some sensors may be imparted in some accident prone area. Suppose if we enter in that particular area, automatically we will receive a voice message like you have entered in an area where for the last 1 year so many accidents has occurred. So be careful while driving. Or if we enter in a school zone, automatically we will receive some message like you are entered in a school zone, so please drive below 20 km per hour or 30 km per hour. So that kind of message can be generated with the help of this vehicle to infrastructure communication. So that infrastructure is actually providing those information to each vehicle that are entering in their vicinity. And vehicle infrastructure to infrastructure communication also is possible. So in many cases, if some accident has occurred in particular location, vehicle will communicate that accident vehicle will communicate some automatically that accident information will be sent from that vehicle to the nearby infrastructure unit where it can be a traffic signal or it can be any police station, it can be any hospital, whatever it is. It can be transmitted to that infrastructure unit. And that infrastructure, from that infrastructure, it can transport or it can transmit that data to another infrastructure. For example, if a police is one nearer infrastructure, if they receive an accident message, automatically, if they receive an accident message from a vehicle, that infrastructure, for example, a police station, that unit can automatically transmit that information to the nearby hospital. Like there is an accident in that particular location, and the GPS in that particular vehicle. Just in the previous slide, I mentioned that this vehicle is a smart vehicle. There are plenty of sensors imported in this vehicle. So automatically, the GPS will track the location of a vehicle, and that will be sent to the police station. And that police station will automatically uh, send those information to the nearby hospital, like including that location and all. So thereby, the hospital can send an ambulance immediately to the accidental spot. So this is actually saving a lot of time, and thereby we can save the life of so many people. So this is actually all about this possible communication that are happening in Vanet area. So these are a few applications. So many applications are there, like land change assistance, traffic notification, automate traffic accident notification. One such example I mentioned just now, and tracking the vehicle uh, which is been stolen by some thief, and remote vehicle diagnosis. Automatically our vehicles are monitoring completely continuously by various sensors, so they will automatically diagnostic whether my fuel level is low, whether my engine is having some problem. So they will automatically monitor our vehicle. So no need to worry about the uh, vehicle. So with the help of many sensors, that they will automatically monitor the air pressure, the condition of brake, everything they will automatically monitor. And traffic signal violation, suppose if you violate a traffic signal, automatically we will get a message, or that information can be sent to the nearby police station. All those all those things can be all those things can be possible with the help of this ideas. So plenty of applications are there. And traffic space allocation, starting itself I said traffic congestion is a biggest problem, and around 30 percentage of people who are causing the traffic jam in metro cities are actually searching for parking lot. So if they are not getting those parking lots, there are parking lot, but the driver may be unaware about that location. So they are actually searching for parking lots. driving in a very slow speed. So that is actually causing a traffic congestion. Sometimes they may park in a non-parking area. So that is actually causing a serious kind of other issue in traffic congestion. So actually, traffic parking or the main reason for traffic congestion is unable to get a parking slot. So that parking space identification and allocation is actually because application of ITS. One of my paper during my research was also about this parking space allocation technique and driver drowsiness that I already spoke about. What is drowsiness? How can we detect and all those things? So these are the different these are the different applications in ITS, and the main objective of this area is to provide the driver as well as the pedestrians. Okay, so all those who are involved in this transportation, we need to provide them with the safety. We have to ensure the safety of their life. Okay, suppose if any fatal accident occurs, definitely he may die. So by imparting this ITS and all, we can provide them, we can ensure the safety of the driver and even pedestrians uh, who are actually walking through the through footpath and all. We can provide them also safety while crossing zebra crossing. So all those can be possible. So the main objective of this ITS is to provide safety, and second objective is efficiency. Like I said, we can reduce a lot of time that is actually currently that is being wasting in road traffic. Suppose if we are imparting this technology in transportation domain, then definitely we can optimize this traffic and we can save plenty of time. And the last point is sustainability. The life of uh, each and every person can be we can provide them with a healthy life. We can save uh, uh, the environment as well. So that is all about sustainability. And some milestones in this ITS area. Just think back uh, 10, 15 years just back, especially in 1916. Okay, so in 1916, one of the advancements that happened in ITS is about computerized traffic control system. So automatically, as we have seen in many cities already, it is there. Like automatically, there are timer, and the timer will compute. So actually, the timer is been set based on the historic data that collected from that particular area. So they will know how many vehicles are coming during that particular time in that particular junction. So by knowing all those things, they can set some timer. That computerized traffic control system uh, can be planted there, and that will actually give some timer that will count down some time, and each of that vehicle has to wait in that particular time. So that is actually that was a starting milestone in this transportation system, and from that we have advanced to this 21st century. We have seen like we were actually able to process real time data, because each and every vehicle that are continuously passing through a location, we are actually monitoring with the help of so many cameras uh, that are actually installed there. So the cameras are actually collecting those data, each and every vehicle that are being passing through that junction. So from that actually they are counting whether it is a two-wheeler, whether it is a four-wheeler, whether it is a heavy vehicle. So likewise they are categorizing. So all those data we are capturing, then all those data are stored in some location, like that might be stored in a server, and that server is actually processing those videos or that sensor data, okay, whatever it is. So we are actually getting some analysis like during 10 to 11 a.m. This many number of car has passed through this junction, this many number of vehicle like a two-wheelers has passed through this junction. And even now we can even detect whether a person is wearing helmet or not, and automatically this road transportation enforcement team can even charge penalty based on their database, like, with the proof that this particular vehicle, some with their vehicle number, that he, with proof like photo, like we can say that he doesn't wear a helmet during this time on 10:30 a.m. while he was traveling at this particular junction. So these are all possible because of this ITS advancement. Okay, so and even autonomous vehicle, I didn't told much about this autonomous vehicle. This is one of the major advancement in our field ITS. uh, Without any without any driver, the vehicle can automatically move. They can automatically travel from a source to destination. That will automatically recognize in and around. They will capture information from signboard. They will capture information from traffic signal. They will stop when the signal is stop. When the signal is in go mode, the vehicle will move. And if some pedestrians cross the road, sorry, if some pedestrians cross the road, the vehicle will automatically stop. So this is all about that autonomous vehicle. So how we are imparting autonomous vehicle means we are imparted so many sensors, including sorry. So these are the key components of ITS. Uh, just a second. Okay, sorry for the interruption. Now we can continue. So the key components of ITS system. So these are the three. These are the five different components. Not only these five components, there are plenty of other components as well. So one of the component is traffic management system, infrastructure to vehicle to vehicle communication, data analytics, and AI, and smart traffic signal communication. So I will get back in detail with these 5 points. The first one, traffic management system. So how we can manage the traffic? So that is actually the uh, main problem that we are facing in our transportation domain, because as I mentioned, a lot of vehicle, day by day the vehicle is being increased, and there is a huge rise in the number of vehicle on the road. So we need to manage all those vehicle. Otherwise, the system will be in completely chaos mode. Okay, so with the help of traffic management system, and the ultimate aim of this ITS is to provide with a solution, and with how to manage this road traffic. So there are a few sensors like cameras, even advanced sensors and GPS devices, which help us to monitor all the vehicles. Thereby, we will get a rough idea about what is the what is the population, or what is the maximum number of vehicles that is passing through this particular junction. So by analyzing all those data, they will get to know about what is the maximum number of vehicles that is traveling through this particular junction during any time, like for example from 9 to 9:10, for that particular 10 minute, how many vehicles are being passing through that particular junction. So thereby each and every minute how many vehicles are passing, we will get we will get an accurate information of that, because we are continuously monitoring or continuously capturing those information with the help of cameras and another sensors. Okay, so thereby we are analyzing all those data, and that analysis is not manual, that the analysis can be done automatically. So that is what I said about data analytics. So huge data can be collected and stored, and that data is able to get some insight automatically, and from that insight the AI will provide some solution, or AI will make some decision based on that data as well. So this is all about that traffic management system. And there is if there is any unexpected accidents, or any huge traffic delay in some particular route, there are provision that will notify the drivers, like you have to divert your actual path, because you will experience a huge traffic delay if you pass through this particular junction. So that system will automatically suggest alternate pathway, just like our Google Map, how Google Map is suggesting. So that is actually advancement of society. Is Google Map is also suggesting alternate path. They will show the real time analysis of the traffic. So this is nowadays that is also possible, like automatically, irrespective of uh, that map. We will The map is able to give us route from our current location to our expected or our destination. They will provide us alternate path if some unexpected or some, if for example just 5 minutes before some accidents occurred in our path, then automatically it is possible that this vehicle, those who are approaching to that junction, will get some notification that with the help of anet, they will get notification that a accident has occurred in that particular junction, so it's better you need to uh, change your route. So that route, dynamic route guidance, so that is one particular, there are so many algorithms for that to provide alternate route. So that is all about graph theory. So that is the role of graph theory in our area. So they will find out alternate path, uh, that will find out alternate path. So that path also will be suggested by our application or by our smart vehicle. So the vehicle will automatically suggest the alternate path, because they will say the exact reason why we need to move on to the alternate path. That also will be suggested. So a real time traffic conditions, that is uh, the driver will be able to get the real time updates about the current traffic thanks to this ITS, so that the drivers are able to get the real time updates about the traffic conditions, so that they can reroute their uh, path. Next is V2I communication. I already mentioned that there are a few components in VANET, V2I and V2B. So what I will, rather than explaining all those things, I will say a simple example. V2I means a vehicle communicating with infrastructure. That infrastructure can be anything, just like a road sign, a road traffic signal, a roadside building, just like a police station, hospitals. These are all infrastructures. Okay, so a vehicle can communicate with these infrastructures. So one such example is providing an emergency path, providing a path, a hassle-free path to emergency vehicle. You might be knowing about what are emergency vehicle. So emergency vehicles include uh, ambulance, uh, fire engine, fire force, and sometimes police. Okay, so these are, we can categorize it as priority vehicle or emergency vehicle. So that vehicle will be imparted with some sensors, so they can communicate. Sensors can communicate bidirectionally. They can send and receive informations. Okay, so they will be able to send some information, as well as they will be able to receive some information from the nearby infrastructure. So this prioritized vehicle, like a police van, a police car, jeep, whatever it is, even ambulance. So they will be imparted with the sensors. And once they enter in some particular region, for example, if normally that waiting time in that particular junction is, for example, 2 minutes, if suppose a emergency vehicle or an ambulance is approaching, that waiting time, instead of 2 minutes waiting time, that there won't be any waiting time. So there is that ambulance can freely pass through that junction. So that is possible nowadays with the help of this V2I communication. That is the main objective, where uh, a vehicle can communicate with the infrastructure, because that is possible because that particular emergency vehicle is able to communicate that information with the traffic signal. So once we enter in that particular vicinity, that signal will automatically send from that ambulance. The vehicle driver is not able to, because that is continuously sending, or automatically that information is being sending from that vehicle to the infrastructure. The driver has no need of the driver to take care of all those things. The vehicle itself, because that vehicle is already smart. That is what we said about the vehicle, just that onboard units there in that particular vehicle. So that vehicle will continuously send those information to the traffic signal, and it will ensure a traffic free passage to that emergency vehicle. So that is one particular application of V2I. Okay, and next is V2V communication. Uh, just like I previously spoke, one vehicle can communicate with another vehicle. So mainly, the main scenario where we use is when a particular vehicle has witnessed some accidents. So automatically that vehicle can send some accident message, SOS message to that will broadcast that automatic message to all the neighbor message. I mean that will send some message. So those vehicles who are in that nearby vicinity, that will receive those information from that crashed vehicle that an accident has occurred in that particular region. So the vehicle that receive this information will automatically send that information to the uh, the nearby hospital through another vehicle. So that is what I said. This vehicle will form a network of vehicle. Each and every vehicle is actually a node, and that is actually passing an information from one vehicle to another vehicle, and from that vehicle to another vehicle, and finally that will reach some destination. And that destination can be any police station, any hospital, whatever it is. So we can send that particular information from a crashed vehicle to a police station as well as to some hospital. So there we can utilize that vehicle to vehicle communication. So that is one particular application of this V2V. Apart from that message, they can send the speed of vehicle. Suppose I'm driving a car, my car speed can be shared automatically. That speed will be shared to, and the position will be shared to nearby vehicle. So that nearby vehicle will automatically find out whether there is a possibility that this particular vehicle will hit or not. So based on that, they can slow down both vehicle both vehicle can automatically slow down. That is all about smart vehicle, where the interaction of humans are very less. The system or the vehicle will automatically judge or automatically take some decision to reduce the speed, to change its route. That is all about the partial smart vehicle. So that speed, position, and other relevant informations are exchanged from each and every vehicle. And smart traffic signal, I already mentioned that smart traffic signal, based on the condition, whether there is a uh, emergency vehicle or not, that can automatically adjust the traffic signal. Data analytics and artificial intelligence. So our technology is broadly, I mean, widely being utilized to make a better decision. So we have a huge and enormous amount of data. Day by day, we are capturing so many data. Each and every vehicle that is been passing, like its color, its speed, even its position. What is the traffic of a particular junction X? What is the traffic at a junction Y? So many data we have in our database. So we can analyze all those data, and from that data the AI can make some decision. Like they will say, we have to fix a time, a traffic time for this will be the waiting time at this particular junction uh, for a particular vehicle that is coming from a location. So they can even predict. So that is possible with the help of this analytics and AI. So this machine learning and AI is actually identifying the pattern of vehicle. There are I just mentioned about very wide varieties of applications where we are actually finding out the pattern, whether I am feeling drowsy, whether I am vigilant. So they will automatically identify the pattern of my face, and they will make a decision. They will make a decision like if I am feeling drowsy, they will identify my pattern, and they will automatically say that they will identify that I am feeling in a drowsy mode, and they will generate a message like please stop the vehicle, you are in a drowsy mode. So this is all about the AI and the analysis of big data. Some of the benefits of ITS. So these ITS help to reduce congestion. It will ensure the safety of the driver, the passengers, and the pedestrians, and the environmental impact. It will it will improve the accessibility of all the people who are living there, all the passengers. So we will be able to provide them with a uh, better life and economic advantages. Just like I said, the cost of fuel can be reduced if we are spending it in a less way, rather than taking 3 hour for the same I mean, for 100 kilometers, if we are taking 3 hours, if we are imparting ITS, we can save 2 hours. We can reduce the time from 3 to 1 hour. So that is actually an advantage in terms of cost as well. Some important challenges. First thing is data privacy. There are plenty of data that we are exchanging from one vehicle to another. So that data can be very vital information, that is data. And even that signal information from one vehicle to that signal is also being communicated. So an intruder can hack those data. Suppose I'm a hacker. I can impart some, I can bypass, I can place some sensors, and I can actually reset the traffic in particular junction. Okay, so that is also possible. So we need to provide them security. Otherwise, the complete transportation system will be in chaos. So just imagine few hackers has entered into this particular area, and they have completely destroyed, and uh, they have made that traffic time, instead of 30 seconds, if they shift it to, just imagine, 3 minutes, what will be the scenario? The road will be in completely jam. So the data is very important, and we need to provide them with some security. Next is infrastructure requirement. So for imparting the technology, we need some requirements. We need sensors. We need so many advanced technologies. So for that, we require some funding. So generating those fund is somewhat difficult, but a solution is that a private public partnership, a government public or a government private partnership, we can generate some fund. And the last point is educate. So educate public about these technologies so that they can utilize. Suppose I am traveling on a public transportation system from my location to, for example, I am planning to come to Nagpur. So with the help of advanced technology, we can actually we will get to, we can plan, like I can book a Uber, then reach a railway station. From railway station, I can come to Nagpur railway station, and from there I can reach your college. So thereby, we have to give uh, training, and we have to educate common people about these technologies, so that they get awareness about the transportation domain, so that they can also utilize these applications, and they can use those technologies, so that their waiting time can be reduced. And few more slides there, or maybe one or two slides. Future trends. Now 5G is almost, we have got 5G there. So this 5G will definitely boost this ITS, intelligent transportation system, because huge amount of data can be transmitted in a very fraction of second. So that data can be stored in some server, like in a cloud, or even in edge computing, where wherever it is, it doesn't matter, but we can store a huge amount of data in a very short period of time. So that actually helps ITS. And next is edge computing. You know what is edge computing? Rather than storing in cloud, because storing in cloud and processing will take some time. So instead of that, we can store those data in the sensor itself, and we can compute, and we can make decision. That is all about edge computing. So that is also possible. So that is actually the trends in ITS. So these are the advanced uh, topics or advanced technologies that we can impart in our ITS system, and definitely AI and ML. And next one is mobility as service. So mobility as service means everything in a one platform. Just like I said, suppose I'm planning from my location Kollam in Kerala to Nagpur to your college. So this mobility of a service will act as a single platform, where I just need to make my current location and your college as my location. Then that application will chart everything. They will say, like, from my house or from my college to the nearby railway station, they will book an auto, or they will book some taxi. So entire thing they will plan, but that will be completely different, just like a Uber do. But more than Uber or more than that kind of application, everything in a single app. So we don't need to worry about those intermediate communication, just like from my college to railway station, how I will get a taxi from that railway station to Mumbai railway station, how will I book from Mumbai railway station to Nagpur, how I will book a taxi or a bus. Automatically this service, this will act as a platform where I just need to give my current location and my destination. They will plan, they will discuss all the possibilities, and based on that all
Varun
possibilities,
sir,
I can select. Yes, sir. Just last slide. Yeah. So in short, I just want to conclude. Yes,
Varun
sir.
sir, kindly
Yes,
conclude
sir.
it.
It's over, sir. Last slide.
Hello, Varun sir. Okay, sir. Please continue.
Yes, sir. I'm concluding, sir. So I'm concluding. So we have explored the different possibilities of intelligent transportation system, especially in addressing this
Yes, sir. Please continue.
urban mobility challenges. So we can solve various problems using. Yes, sir. Hello. Yes, sir.
Sir,
It's over, sir.
okay, sure. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Sir.
Yeah, ma'am. Am I audible?
Yes, sir, you're audible.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Thank you so much,
Yes, sir.
ma'am. Thank
What a
you,
wonderful
Vijay
session,
sir.
sir.
Sorry, ma'am.
Wonderful session, sir.
Oh, thank you, ma'am.
Uh,
Okay. Uh,
So
dear,
yeah, if any
First.
participants have any queries, they can ask just for 1 or 2 minutes, or else they can even. I just mentioned my. Uh,
hello.
yes, sir.
Uh, dear, dear participants, if you have any questions, please kindly rise.
yeah, if you have any question, you can email as well, because its time is almost 10:35. So no problem. If you have any queries, you can ask now, or else you can email, and definitely I will respond to those queries. Sorry, I take, I think, some 10-15 minutes extra, I think.
Any questions? No questions. Sir explained the topic very well, so no one have any questions. Now I request Dr. S.B. Kishore sir to chair the today's session. Over to you, sir.
Thank, thank you, madam. Today, can you dream any vehicle without having an indicator? Of course not. In India, it has been implemented in the 1989 by the Central Motor Vehicle for the safety measure. Similarly, today we need to have a concept of ITS called as Intelligent Transport System due to the heavy traffic at various parts in the city and especially in the main part of the city, and that too during the office hour. So we can say that a future vehicle will be completely a sensor-based vehicle to get the various notification like the sir has said, including the traffic situation, weather, in order to know the weather of that particular area, to get the temperature of that area, and so on. ITS integrate the information and communication technology with
Yeah.
a transportation infrastructure and vehicles. Okay. So Varun sir has really highlighted all the issues that are placed and measure to tackle those issues very well. The topic has a lot of depth and breadth, and covering all those points within an hour is really a very huge task. But sir has covered almost all the topics very well. He has pointed out, we can say that he has started with the urban mobility and the challenges that we will face in the future. Then he has covered the need of transportation. Why we need? Because every day there is a lot of migrations are taking place, and due to that, we need a revaluation, urban revaluation. He has also spoke about role of technology to tackle the traffic system by combining and integrating the various IoT devices. It may be a sensor or applications like AI or data science, blockchain, cloud technology, etc. Then he has spoken about the ITS concept, how it works. Then he has highlighted about the vehicle network, which is very much, or we can say that this is the main theme of the entire concept. Okay, that is called as vehicle network. Then he has spoke about the various applications, and here I will say that there is a lot of scope for the researcher to work on this particular topic, that the application that he has pointed out. Okay, we can say it is just nothing but the simply a review of literature. Okay, then he has spoken about the key components, then a graph theory, which is very essential in this entire scenario, then how one is able to take a data drive decision making, and finally he has talked about the various challenges, okay, especially about the privacy of the individual. As our prime minister have a dream of smart city, okay, so ITS is one of the major part of this entire concept of the smart cities. So I'm very much thankful to uh, Varun sir for highlighting all those points within a short period of time. Like I said, there is a lot of depth and breadth for this entire concept, and he has covered all the topics very well. So it was an excellent session, and I have seen some of the what you can say, the messages in the chat box, and everyone appreciated this entire session. So it was overall, it was an excellent session, and really thanks to Principal Sir, Dr. Revatkar Sir, who has given me a chance to work as a moderator in this session, as well as thanks goes to Dr. Uh, Jogi Sir, Dr. Praveen Jogi Sir, and all the management of the Gulane College for this opportunity. Thank you very much. Over to you, madam.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much, sir. I, with a heart full of affection and respect for our moderator, without their invaluable presence and insights, this event would not have been as informative and enriching. Thank you, sir, for chairing the session. Now, before taking your leave, I, Kalyani Bhavangad, would like to thank our resource person, respected Dr. Varun Chand sir, and moderator, Dr. S.B. Kishore sir. This event would not have been as enlightening and enriching without invaluable presence of both of the eminent personalities. Their dedication to their craft, their willingness to impart their wisdom have truly inspired us today. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, Dr. Kishore sir, and thank you, Dr. Leladhar sir, and all the participants. Thank you so much for this opportunity to interact with all of you. Thank you, everyone.
Now, I hand over the session to Ms. Priya Godbole for further proceedings. Now, I, Kalyani Bhavangad, take your leave. Thank you, everyone. Have a good day. Thank you, sir.
Okay, madam. Thank you. So can we leave now, madam?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, bye, Varun sir. It was an excellent session.
Yes, sir. Kishore sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. Chalo.
Yes, sir. Thank you,
Definitely
sir.
we'll meet in the future.
Yes, sir. Definitely. In future,
And looking forward to
Yeah,
hear
thank
you.
you.
And looking forward to hear you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank you,
sir.
ma'am.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Kalyani madam. Good morning, dear scholars and researchers. I, Priya Godbole, Assistant Professor from Department of Computer Science, delighted to welcome you to the paper presentation session of the two-day Interdisciplinary National Conference on Technological Advancement in Computer Science, Artificial Intelligence, and Machine Learning. This session promises to be an intellectually stimulating experience as we have gathered some of the brightest minds in this field to present their informative research papers. It is our distinct pleasure to welcome our valued guest, Dr. Keshav Damodar Kalaskar, whose expertise and contributions will significantly enrich the academic fabric of our conference. Sir has graciously agreed to serve as a reviewer for the papers presented during this session. On behalf of college, I would like to extend a warm welcome to you, sir. Sir is presently working as Professor and Head, Department of Computer Science, Dr. Ambedkar College of Arts, Commerce and Science, Chandrapur. He has 32 years of teaching experience in UG and PG level. Sir has done PhD in designing a framework for segmentation of document images in document image analysis. His research area interests are document image processing, cloud security, virtual reality, data mining, and big data. He has published more than 50 research papers in journals in national and international conferences. He is a chairperson of Ad hoc Board of Studies of Computer Science under Faculty of Science and Technology. Also, he is a chairperson of Ad hoc Board of Studies of Information Technology and Application under Faculty of Science and Technology in Gondwana University, Gadchiroli. He has given his services to other universities also as a subject expert. He has worked as an invited member of Academic Council in Gondwana University, Gadchiroli. Sir has a life membership of Indian Science Congress Association, International Association of Engineers, Nagpur University Young Teachers Organization, Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar Gondwana University Teachers Association, Chandrapur, and Vishwa Shanti Multipurpose Society. He has also acted as an ex-member of Jana Shikshan Sanstha Chandrapur, Government of India, Ministry of Human Resource Development, New Delhi. After reading such a weighted profile, sir, I want your permission to start paper presentations. Shall I start, sir? Sir, shall I start paper presentation session? Before we begin, allow me to extend our heartfelt gratitude to all the esteemed researchers, scholars, and participants who have made this event possible. Your dedication to advancing the frontiers of knowledge is truly inspiring. This conference features an array of sub-themes, each representing a unique facet of technological advancement in artificial intelligence. These sub-themes include role of artificial intelligence in current era, machine learning and deep learning techniques, sustainability and AI, computer vision software and application, digital transformation, AI and machine learning in cybersecurity, applications, challenges and opportunities, IoT and biometrics, data mining and data analytics. Today's paper presentation will traverse these sub-themes, promising a comprehensive exploration of our field from various perspectives. Without further delay, let us begin the paper presentations. Our presenters have worked diligently to bring forth innovative research, and I am confident that their findings will inspire new avenues of thoughts within our field. The guidelines have already been shared with all the paper presenters, so I hope you will follow it accordingly. Each presenter will get maximum 10 minutes to present their papers. So, our first presenter is Dr. Soumya Varghese, Assistant Professor of Psychology, Jindal Institute of Behavioral Science, OP Jindal Global University, Haryana. She will present her research work on digital twins from the perspectives of educational technology. I request Soumya Madam to present her paper. Dr.
Hi, Dr.
Soumya.
Kalyani. Hello, am I audible?
Yes, ma'am, you are audible.
Okay. I have problems with showing my PPT, so if you could project it from your side, it will be great.
Okay, ma'am.
So, good morning, all. And I thank Prerna College for this wonderful opportunity to present the research work which we are doing here. I myself, Dr. Soumya, I work with Jindal Institute of Behavioral Sciences, and the papers which I'm handling are related to organization and education. So what we are going to do today is we have our research ideas related to twins from the perspective of educational technology. So if we take a summary of what the whole paper is trying to communicate, it's all about how digital twin technology can play a vital role in the future of educational environments, which means it highlights the potential benefits, challenges which can arise during the implementation of digital aids for the children or students who have physical disabilities, for example, visually challenged students. So this particular technology, it has been used widely in the areas of manufacturing, healthcare, or urban designing, which we've been witnessing a lot of research works which presented in this national conference, which were related to either manufacturing or healthcare or urban design. However, the possibility of applying the same in an educational environment is a road less traveled. So this particular paper is an attempt to highlight the existing literature work in relation to the subject. So the reviews have been explored to see the vast impact it may have on areas like interactive or immersive learning, simulations, or customized learning space. So let us begin with what is digital twins. So digital twins are a kind of visual representations of, thank you, Kalyani ma'am. Yeah, so digital twins are a kind of visual representations of physical objects and processes. So they act a kind of bridge between the physical and digital environments to help allowing a real world entity to be replicated, monitored, explored, or controlled in a digital environment. And many industries, as I said earlier, many industries like healthcare or manufacturing, transportation, designing, they have been started to adopt these models of digital twins. However, the application of digital twins is not a much explored area when it comes to social science related themes or educational context. So the major features of digital twins, which can be listed as, in terms of the educational research, we can list as virtual representation, real-time monitors, simulations, predictions, or remote control, or even case application. So the features of digital twin technology can be considered as a kind of powerful tool for enhancing efficiency, cost reduction, performance monitoring, and leveraging all these kind of capabilities. So the door for possibilities are endless, and its application in education will be of tremendous impact. I think we can go to the next slide. In education, the digital twin technology can be started from designing the course or curriculum. So that's where the course starts, right? That's the word, that's where the academic journey starts. We move with a kind of course. We look for course themes, and then we start with course manual preparation, pedagogy, and other things. So it can start with designing the course or curriculum, and to the evaluative methods or techniques which we employ in it. One example which we all could think of is the during the COVID era, what has happened, and the post-COVID hybrid classrooms, and even at present, most of us might be using or rely on post-COVID hybrid classrooms, and the ongoing dependence made digital technology as a kind of better tool for educational processes. So immersive learning is one aspect which refers to the application of teaching, learning approach that adopt immersive technologies to develop extremely engaging and interactive educational experiences. So these learning experiences help the students to get engaged and connect to the subject they are interested. So immersive learning often uses the techniques like something like virtual reality, augmented reality, or mixed reality, something of so that sort. So the learning practices can make the students to have a kind of real world context and to experience the learning process. So there are few research studies. I think in the next slide, I have mentioned Lyons in 2022. He has pointed out that deep learning based computer vision algorithms, or also about immersive analytics and simulation software or reality modeling tools, smart manufacturing technology, all these things they have mentioned. So these things can be used to improve the learning outcome. There are many situations in which students find difficulties to analyze or understand different subject. It can be either due to its complexity or subjective matters, like they may not have much interest in a particular subject, but the credit bank policy, right? We have the national new educational policy. So in order to maintain the credit bank, they are in a way forced to take certain papers, but they are unable to maintain things, unable to perform well. So poor familiarity can be another subjective reason. Non-availability of original models, it can be another reason, because teaching geometry to a child who is having visual impairment, it's really challenging, because how will we produce the original models? That can be a challenging area to the tutor itself. So sorry. So these are all hindrance to learning progress. And our own Ministry of Human Resource Development has initiative for virtual lab. It's a crucial step toward introducing educational technology. So in the MH Hardy website, we could go and get the details of the virtual lab. They came as a kind of crucial step towards educational technology. And many of the institutions are relying on this technology, because some of the online portals like Coursera, even we have in India, we have this open online courses, MOOC courses. In all these situations, we are either we forced to use these virtual labs to make learning more transparent or more productive. So in India, the education of children with visual impairment is another significant area where educational technology can be incorporated, and digital twin-based haptic environments can help children with visual impairment to have a kind of tactile sensations or vibrations, to feel physical objects, to
Soumya madam, have you finished your presentation?
connectivity. Hello,
Yes.
Helenima.
Yes,
I
ma'am.
hope
Very well.
you can hear me. Yeah, I need only one more minute.
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah. Yeah, so I'll jump towards the conclusion part. I think there is a network glitch, but I can hear everything very smoothly. I'm sorry. So the reviews speak volume about the acceptance of virtual reality platforms and gamification of learning. I have added one particular model in my slide. I'm sorry, maybe there is time restriction, so I couldn't go to that particular slide. It can contribute to the development of manual capabilities and cognitive awareness. It accelerates the learning process, experiential and experimental learning. It can also accommodate with the help of digital twins. So the learners or the students, they get an opportunity to manipulate or modify the digital representation of objects or situations they are dealing with. Hence, it has the potential to transform the traditional narrative methodology to a creative and meaningful experiential phenomenon. So the digital twin technology can design or contribute to inclusive classrooms to produce better learning teaching outcome. So thank you so much. And once I take this opportunity to thank the organizers of this national conference, and thank you so much for this wonderful opportunity. Thank you.
Thank you, Soumya Madam, for your knowledgeable presentation about perspectives of educational technology. So moving ahead, our next participant, our next presenter is Mr. Narendra Padode, Assistant Professor in PG Department of Computer Science and Technology, Degree College of Physical Education, Sant Gadge Baba, Amravati University, who will present the research paper on study and analysis of database developed on COVID-19 pandemic using machine learning and cloud computing. Over to Narendra sir.
Is it share my screen, madam?
Yes, sir.
It is visible?
Yes, sir.
Good morning to everyone. Myself Narendra Padode. I'm a research scholar from Janta Mahavidyalaya Chandrapur. My topic is the study and analysis of database development on COVID-19 pandemic using machine learning and cloud computing. We cover the topic, title of my abstract, introduction, literature review, finding role of machine learning and clouds, propose the research, scope research and
Excuse me, sir.
conclusions.
Your
Yeah,
presentation is not visible. Only
yeah,
your Google
not
screen is visible. PPT is not visible.
okay, madam.
Please open your presentation.
Yeah, I'm present. Open the uh, hide. Share my screen.
Just go to your PPT, sir. It will be
Yeah,
visible.
I'm going to that and begin. Okay, it is visible or not?
No, sir.
So okay, you
Sir,
start your.
sir, share your entire screen while you are presenting.
Okay. Share entire screen. Okay.
Yes.
Entire screen. Sure. Now it is visible.
Okay, sir. Yes, it is visible.
Good morning to everyone. Myself Narendra Padode. Already we are discussed that part. Now we are discussed in the paper presentation, abstract introduction, literature review, and the role of that machine learning in a cloud computing. Uh, Now when we are thinking on the analysis database develop Windows 19 pandemic using machine learning in a pandemic, the most of volume of the data are collected. But now in a pandemic, government is collecting the more data continuously because so many casualties there, and you must be record the your human beings. So country can be every country government collect the data as well as the Indian government also collect the data from the scenario, the predictions. We must be required the predictions to remove optimize the casualty as well as losses of your doing in a human beings. The of the we are also prediction of future explorations, number of cases in different cities of India, and medical aids and other services required because very difficult to provide it. To give the solution to other problems, many researchers use the different tools and analysis and a prediction from the databases. Now, in that paper, I studied the different countries and cities data published by the governments, as well as some authentic researchers or bodies. Also studied the different methods, tools are used in the different researchers and prediction of pandemics. What happened in the pandemics? Also, because we are passing the data online or in a way in a seconds, so we must require some cloud technology. Now that technology is available, so it is the more important rules, and what that rules we are studied in the pandemic. The studies on machine learnings. Without that machine learning, we are difficult to predictions, and we are safer in the pandemics. And also AI, some AI tools also used in the pandemic. Some research use the pandemic for infection rate detection, quarantine period decisions, and isolation issues can be studied by the researchers. Now, I am a 28 paper research uh, in this for this paper literature review. In that paper, I find out existing methods. Now they are used some different methods, deep learnings, CNN, artificial neural network, machine learnings, linear regression. They are used as traditional as well as modern techniques is used for the predictions, just like a linear regressions, uh, uh, or some mathematical expression used for the predictions of your COVID pandemic. Mm, Explosions of disease, or as well as whatever period expanded. So they are used their technique. Now modern technique, they are used some super vector machine, neural network, then deep learning, and so on. That technique used for the data analysis. On the data analysis, after they are prediction can be done. Now, that time they are used some frameworks as tools. Now, machine learning powerful tools is used for the pandemic predictions, as well as some Python, MATLAB, and RStudio used for the predictions. Given the predictions, also are some framework we are required. RNN framework, recurring neural network framework, LSTM neural long short term memory neural network model used for the COVID-19 19 case forecasting. Parallel multiple computational framework is used for the again forecasting. Neural network framework is used for the predicting. Now, at that times, we required some databases for these predictions. Now a different author or different they are used some different countries database. Those are belong to that countries, so they are used the data published by the some government, that country government, or so many author use the international database published by the WHO. And some author, there is USA governments or some USA authors, they are published or use the John Hopkins University System Science and Engineering Centers. They are used. They are collecting the data, and on that basis, they are research some data or use the some that they publish database. Now we are find out some findings from the research or some reviews to data collectable. Not I'm find out whatever data they are collecting by the researchers, they are find out that so many missing data or collecting data are not completed, because at that time it is a more difficult situation. So whatever maybe data they are collecting by the some workers, they are collecting, and we are use the some models or some whatever maybe techniques apply. So they are the data is incomplete data, so it is very difficult to find out the proper solutions in data science. Various models is available, but not one appropriate for solving the solution due to the inavailability of proper data. The model framework is incompleted due to the various models is not completed, so framework is not completed due to that. The study of also depend on size of parameters. It is also depends on the parameter, the maximum parameters. When data is properly collected, then our parameter is proper fulfilled, then we must be required the proper decisions. Uh, or we have defined a more compatible models for taking the decision. Yeah, if involvement of a power up by management and economic, social geographical situation, the test of screening, the data in the system will be available. Current system, current analysis information developed to robust and predictive model is difficult in this pandemic. Limited training data, because this is the new pandemic, and that this is not known to us, so very difficult to training data sets. So due to that, inability to accurate forecasting, so you must be learn and they predict the proper predictions. So this is the finding and limitations of amount data. So results show the high overview skill prediction model must be knowledge must be required for long-term predictions of the pandemic outbreak. There is a large uses of a deep learning methods on time series data, weather conditions. We are respected by analysis another optimization algorithm whereby before the applying the ANN technology for improving the and forecasting. Also during the COVID-19, varieties of promises technology used for the remedials of the culture's problems. Now, some roles of machine learning and cloud computing. Without that machine learnings, we are not predict your data. So machine learning required a lot of processing powers. So machine learning is that to learn and predict yourselves. So we are process the data continuously to storage and many service simultaneously to working algorithms. So cloud can be continuously gather the data and machine learning to predict the information or knowledge data set can be generated by using the machine learning techniques. Then cloud will play the significant roles to provide in the new services with the predefined data and challenges resources over the clouds. Now my proposed research PhD title is study and design a proposed predictive epidemic model for Amravati Municipal Corporation using machine learning and cloud computing. The aim is that my PhD to study define the predictive model and develop the proposed model for predictions of the epidemic using machine learnings. Next, now my objective is that predict the epidemic for significant relief to the country's problems in peoples in the terms of saving their lives. The main purpose is the researchers to study the various predictive model, construct the model employing all the information available in order to gain trustworthy. And this is the trust. Whatever we be model I am design, that model must be trustworthy and predict the epidemic and increase the performance and minimize the error by using that model of the prediction. My research scope is that only Amravati city in Maharashtra. And my conclusion in this paper, so I'm 27 paper research paper presented, or sorry, paper presented and studied by different researchers on the predictions of a pandemic. We find that many researchers have present the prediction result but not consider many aspects like resource available within the governments, awareness among the community, lack of vaccination, ignorance, then ignorance of the government agencies and coordination among them, and many other aspects. At the same time, database use the predictions were found to be biased because sometimes whatever way database different agencies collect a different database, there is to find out so many bias in that database or some predictions. Due to that, we are getting some bias in the prediction that cannot be generated a correct due to that the bias we cannot be generated corrected predictions for their opportunity to further investigation. So there is the opportunity to further investigation and pandemic data facing the such challenges in the countries. So there is some references, and thank you very much.
Thank you, Narendra sir, for sharing your valuable thoughts with us. Your research has certainly ignited our curiosity and expanded our understanding of machine learning and cloud computing. Now, it's time to introduce our next presenter, Ms. Shalini Saxena. She is a junior researcher, Department of B.Ed, M.Ed, IASE, MJP Rohit Khan University, Delhi. She will be sharing her research on the dark side of artificial intelligence, recognition and prevention. I request Ms. Shalini Madam to present her paper. Shalini Madam?
Hello. Yeah.
Yes,
Good
ma'am.
morning, ma'am.
Yes, good morning, ma'am.
Ma'am, can you please share my PPT?
Share your PPT.
Yes, ma'am. I shared my PPT.
No, ma'am, your PPT is not visible. Please share in your entire screen.
And actually, I have made my PPT as I am out of town. I am traveling. So, ma'am, I have talked. I have already spoken to ma'am, and she said that she has already made my PPT. So you can present it, and I will be presenting it on. Yeah.
Okay, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Madam, please start your presentation.
Okay. Good morning, everyone. This is Shalini Saxena from MGP Rohit Khan University, Bareilly, UP. And the title is The Dark Side of Artificial Intelligence, Recognition and Prevention. Please change. Here are few topics that I'm going to cover. Recognition is one review of this literature and I have released research papers and articles on the basis of. Sorry, ma'am.
Okay, ma'am, continue.
Am I audible, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am. There is lot of noise
Yes.
from your side, ma'am.
I know, ma'am, I'm traveling, that's why. That's the reason, ma'am.
Okay.
The second, recognizing the negative aspects of AI, it is based on a review that I have done. The third one is preventative measures, also the takeaways and bibliography availability. Please change, ma'am. On the first slide, let me introduce you all what is AI. According to it, we may feel sometimes that AI is a recent development in technology, and after all, it is only becoming the mainstream to use in the last several years. In reality, the groundwork of AI began in early 1990, and although the biggest stride wasn't made until 1950, it wouldn't have been possible to work without the experts in main different fields. Knowing this important as we know where we are going in future. In this paper, we are going to learn and understand what AI and how it works. AI, or artificial intelligence, it is especially within computer sciences, and it is particularly concerned with creating systems that can replicate human intelligence and problem-solving ability. They do this by making.
Ma'am, you are not audible.
I would need you. Hello.
Yes, ma'am, continue.
I'm so sorry, ma'am, for the disturbance. The idea of artificial intelligence goes back thousands of years to ancient philosophers considering the question of life and death. In ancient times, inventors made things called automatons, which were mechanical and moved independently of human intervention. But AI is much more and beyond that. Moreover, when we talk about the exact coining the term AI, which came in 1956, whereas the initiative has been taken to 1900 to 1950. Let me move forward to recognizing the negative aspects of AI. According to the review of various research papers, there are few negative aspects that has been identified by me in this present paper. First of all, is lack of emotional morals. Second one, the manipulation in human behavior, the change in human perspectives, the lack of human emotions, international laws, creation of deepfakes, AI-based hacking tools, lack of creativity, high cost, specific job may be lost, and or we can even say the unemployment. Next one is biasness in technical sphere, making people idle, and moreover, the lack of practice as nothing gets better with the practice, the ethical issues, and the freedom of communication and expression. Please change, ma'am. As we have just seen, there are so many negative aspects of AI because due to which we are losing so many jobs. There is the lack of creativity as AI is a machine learning or the machine-based programs. It lacks human emotions. So there are so many programs that are disturbed due to AI. So according to the findings, there are few presentative measures that has been taken that are given as follows. Begin with the clear vision. That means that first of all, by using AI, we must have a clear vision that how to use it, maintaining moral laws and regulation, guaranteeing a prosperous future where people can enjoy to work, turning on the bias issues, understand not all solutions can be found in AI, training and awareness depending on the kind of risk, strengthen particular controls, create an accountability plan. Please share, ma'am. Please change, ma'am. Takeaways according to the findings, we must conclude that we should know that what we are looking for. AI is just not the solution. It is just a support for us to have a better future, but it is not the solution. The second one, do we need to create deadly autonomous weapons? We must know and think before using AI that what we are intended to do. Prevention is better than cure, obviously. So we must be very, very, very clear about what we are going to do in future and how to use AI. Third one is what are the desired outcomes and what are the career guidance you will provide young people today. By this point, I mean by using AI positively, we can create a better future, and by using AI negatively, we can lead young people to the negative direction. So the point is that we have to use AI positively. Next one, would you prefer it if in future if we develop super intelligent life and disintegrate it through our galaxy? Will intelligent machines govern us or we will control them? They will be merged or replaced by clever machines. There are few questions I have taken to consider yourself that how this dark side of AI can ruin our life and change our bright future to the darker one. Please change, ma'am. Here are the bibliography and the bibliography I have used. Thank you for your time and patience, ma'am.
Thank you, Shalini Madam, for setting the stage
Thank you so much, ma'am.
enlightening presentation. We have gained valuable thoughts into the dark sides of artificial intelligence. Now, as we continue our exploration of knowledge, let us move on to our next presentation. I would like to call Miss Brinda K. and Dr. E. Ramadevi, research scholar from Computer Science Department, NGM College, Pollachi, Bharatiya University, Tamil Nadu. She will be sharing her research on a novel hybrid approach for sentiment analysis using machine learning. Over to Brinda Madam.
Good morning, everyone present here. I'm Mrs. Brinda, working as an assistant professor institutional at the College of Arts and Science Department, and my guideline is Dr. Ramadevi, 8 associate professor, working in Engineering College, Pollachi. So I thank the organizers of this
Sorry
college.
for interruption, madam, but
Yes.
your voice is breaking.
Oh, okay, ma'am. Yes. Is it now audible, ma'am?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So, and thank the organizers for giving me such an opportunity to present a paper on a novel hybrid approach on for video analysis Twitter sentiment analysis using machine learning. Yes. Yes, ma'am. Is it, is the screen is moving, ma'am? Yes. So, what is sentiment analysis? So, it aims to analyze the people's sentiments, attitudes, opinions, emotions, etc., towards the products, individuals, topics, organizations, and services. So, we can use this analysis for getting the customer feedback and also getting insights for a business, for developing our business, and for getting a survey towards a public opinion, or to expand our businesses, or to get a public opinion related to your topic. We can use this sentiment analysis, and it is for extracting information from the complex unstructured data. As we are posting our tweets in an unstructured manner, this analysis will be helpful to extract information from the complex data, and also we could get some structured and actionable knowledge to be used by either a decision support system or a decision maker. Is so why is it in Twitter sentiment analysis important? Means it is a popular microblogging site, and each tweet will be containing a very short text messages of 280 characters. So we know that the daily active users on the Twitter are about increasing. So daily 237 million active users are on the Twitter, and 500 million tweets are generated every day. So every second, on an average, around 6,000 tweets are tweeted on the Twitter, which will be corresponding to over 350,000 tweets sent per minute. So widely, the all people, whether they are highly literated or a common man or any common people, will be posting their opinions towards any survey or any daily activity, etc. So it is very important to have such an analysis of the public opinion. So in this research paper, I have used a novel hybrid approach, which is a type of a deep learning methodology called the deep learning with a linguistic knowledge, which is called as DLLK analysis. And the goal is to develop an accurate and efficient model to classify these tweets into sentiment categories, whether it is a positive or a negative or a neutral. Like that, we can able to find out the emotion of the tweet that has been tweeted. And in this proposed system, it is consolidated the qualities of a deep learning, transfer learning, and feature engineering. And so the primary objective is to use the various machine learning techniques to classify the tweets into sentiment categories. And it is the latest advancement in natural language processing, deep learning, and feature engineering. So we have used the proposed system for Twitter sentiment analysis, for which will be joining the qualities of deep learning, transfer learning, and feature engineering. So there are 5 points here related to this methodology. That is the data pre-processing, which will be removing the noise from the data and removing the irrelevant data, which is irrelevant data with concern to the tweets. So data pre-processing will be before the analyzing the sentiments, and the raw tweets will be undergone to standard pre-processing techniques for consistency and accuracy. So we'll be removing the stop words, emoticons, emojis, and the slang of the data, and special characters also, in order to avoid the noise in the data. That is the first step. And second step will be word embeddings, which will be capturing the semantic relationships between the words, and they enable to understand the context, thereby improving the analysis and its accuracy. And third one is about transfer learning. It is a technique in machine learning where a model training on one task will be used as a starting point for the model in the second task. And next one is the lexicon-based features, which are by incorporating these types of lexicons, the model will be gaining insights into the emotional contents of the tweets, and thus refining the quality of the sentiment analysis. And ensemble learning means that we have used multiple deep learning models, and these lexicon-based classifiers also combined with this ensemble techniques by leveraging the strengths in order to have an overall classification accuracy and robustness in the sentiment analysis. So it makes the system more reliable. So these are the existing, these steps are always existing, but we have improved it by adding some other features along with this novel hybrid approach, deep learning with linguistic knowledge, that is called as DLLK. So this DLLK will also be having a 6 more steps, in which it also contains sentiment-specific preprocessing, which is to clear the noise from the data, and so it will be retaining the emoticons, emojis, and slang, which will be vital for understanding the context of the sentiment. And second one is the sentiment-specific word embeddings. So we'll be creating a model that will be adapting to the unique language used in social media in order to improve it. And third one is the data transfer learning. So we'll be using a pre-trained sentiment analysis model on this social media data, which will be having a starting point, and it will be used as the starting point for the next task. That is the third one, transfer learning. So emotion-specific lexicons. So with this lexicon, we'll be able to identify the emotions from the tweets, and it will be enriching the tweet representation also. And sentiment pattern mining will be used to gain insights into how sentiments are expressed, and using it for further sentiment analysis. And hierarchical ensemble learning, as we have already discussed, so it is be mining the patterns from the sentiments in order to gain the insights how sentiments are expressed, and use this knowledge to refine further sentiment analysis. And so these are the evaluation and results that we have found out during our research. So the data sets have been taken, and these x-axis represents the tweets, and y-axis represents the precision of the sentiments from these tweets. So I have taken 3 algorithms here. One is the CNN, which is the convolutional neural networks, and RNTN, that is the recursive neural tensor networks, and our proposed DLLK algorithms. So based on these algorithms, the results have proven that the proposed DLLK algorithm have better precision than these 2 existing algorithms, and that is what's shown in this figure. And accuracy also have been improved when regarding to these 2 models. And so it is now for the conclusion part. So the proposed methodology has combined the force of deep learning, the transfer learning, and feature engineering in order to enhance the sentiment and analysis on social media data. And this hierarchical ensemble of deep learning models, lexicon-based classifiers, and features have developed precision and unwavering quality in the sentiment analysis. So experimental results demonstrate the viability and highlighting its true capacity in extracting the important insights from the Twitter data. And these models can also be used for various social media platforms, but I have taken these Twitter data as a part of the as a research, as a part of my research, and thus contributing to the superior understanding of the public emotions and opinions in the social media context. Yes, these are the references I have referred during this research, and here I thank you for the patience. I thank the organizers again for giving me such an opportunity to present this paper in this national conference. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, madam, for your brilliant presentation. It is evident that your research has significant implications to machine learning. Now, let us continue our journey through this session by introducing our next presenter. Our next presenter is Ms. Shambhavi Hole, Assistant Professor from MCA Department, Tulsi Ramji Gaikwad Patil College of Engineering and Technology, Nagpur. Madam will be sharing her research on analyzing Marathi character recognition techniques, a comprehensive review. Please, Madam. Ms.
Thank you,
Shambhavi.
ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I'm here.
Yes.
Myself Shambhavi Hole from TGPCT College, Nagpur, and I am pursuing PhD from RTMNU. Marathi is our day-to-day life language in Maharashtra. Most of the people's talking in Marathi, listening in Marathi, writing in Marathi, and now I am introducing my paper on analyzing Marathi character recognition techniques, a comprehensive review. Can you please present my paper presentation?
Yes, ma'am.
PPT. Thank you, ma'am. Can you please going to next slide? Okay, these are the some of the points I will telling you. One is first is the objective. Objective having assessments of, ma'am, please next slide. Hello. Ma'am, please showing next slide. Thank you. First, I am telling you some of the objectives of the Marathi recognition system. In Marathi, there are so many characters, and these characters are singular, and some of them are joined with each other, and then we have to recognize that letters, but it is very difficult. These are the very much difficult to introduce some of the characters, because they are when they are joined with each other at that time they are half, and then it will complete to one character. So this is very difficult to recognize. This is the main difficulty in our Marathi recognition system. First objective is the assessment of current state of the art. Is in this provide an overview of the existing Marathi character recognition techniques and technologies, including both traditional and state-of-the-art methods. This helps researchers and practitioners understand the landscape of Marathi character recognitions. Another one is the accuracy evaluation. In this, evaluate the accuracy and performance of different Marathi character recognition techniques. It includes measuring recognition rates, error rates, and other relevant matrices to determine the effectiveness of various methods. This can be made by AI and ML both. In this, another one objective is the benchmarking, which establishes benchmark data sets and performance matrices specific to Marathi character recognition. Creating standardized benchmarks allows for fair comparisons between different techniques in the Marathi character recognitions. Next is the comparative analysis. In this, we compare the strength and the weaknesses of different Marathi character recognition approaches. These analyses identify which techniques perform better under specific conditions and use cases. Next one is the feature extraction and pre-processing. In this, we review various feature extraction and pre-processing techniques used in Marathi character recognition. This involves assessing methods for improving recognition accuracy through data preparation. Next one is the deep learning approaches. In this, we use some of the algorithms in the deep learning like CNN and RNN. CNN means convolutional neural networks, and RNN is the recurrent neural networks. In Marathi, neural networks. These algorithms use for Marathi character recognition. Next one is the feature directions. In this, we can suggest potential areas for future research and development in Marathi character recognition. Next one is localization and adaptation. In this, we can examine techniques for adapting Marathi character recognition systems to specific regional delegates, handwriting styles, and writing variations, ensuring broader applicability. Next one objective is the usability and accessibility. In this, we consider usability and accessibility of Marathi character recognition systems for different user groups, including individuals and visual implements or those with limited technological resources. Now, I will introduce what is actually Marathi and what we face problems in that, how to in the recognition of the Marathi. Actually, Marathi is a 52 characters, and with that 52 characters, we have to join them and make another character to read that. So it is very difficult to understood by the algorithms, and because of that we cannot recognize every characters. Means there are a and a is present there. At that time we using different algorithms for that. Sometimes we box it and then distribute in the different parts like 7 to 9, and then it is cut in the 35 parts, and after that in each part we have to recognize is that part is black or it is white, and after that we can recognize that character. Some of times it may be possible by collecting so many data of the basic characters, and these are different types, and these are of different styles and types. After that we have to match every character of our sample with that data set, and after that we will get that data from the exactly data with that after matching the character. But sometimes it is different because everyone's handwritten characters are different. Okay, then next point is existing Marathi character recognition techniques. In this, we use ML like KNN, SVM, NN, and DNN. In KNN means K nearest neighbors algorithm. In this is a very simple and effective approach that uses nearest neighbor algorithm to classify speech signals. Next one is SVM, that is support vector machines. This is a more powerful approach that uses a linear classifier to separate speech signals into different classes. Another one is neural networks. In this is more complex approach than the KNN and SVM, but it is learn the relationship between the speech signals and their corresponding classes. It is more expensive than KNN and SVM. After that, DNN is also present there, that is deep neural networks. This is more recent approach that uses deep neural network to learn the relationship between speech signals and their corresponding classes. Next one is the abbreviations. In this, some of the advantages and disadvantages are displayed here about that algorithms like KNN, SVM, NN, and DNN. KNN algorithm, in this advantages is simple and efficient. It is very simple and basic algorithm, and its disadvantages is less accurate than other approaches. It is finding the characters, but most of the time it shows problems to us. And then SVM is there, which showing advantages more powerful than KNN, and NN is even more powerful than SVM. Means KNN is simple and efficient, but SVM is powerful than KNN, and NN is powerful than SVM and KNN, and DNN is more powerful than NN, SVM and KNN. These are the advantages of different algorithms. And in SVM, this is more expensive and computationally expensive than KNN, and NN is more computational expensive than KNN and SVM, and DNN is the most high level of computational expensive than NN, SVM and KNN. Ma'am, please next slide. Recent advances in Marathi character recognition. There have been a number of recent advances in Marathi character recognitions. Some of them are font adaptation, handwriting recognition, and multilingual recognition. In font adaptation, this is a process of adapting a character recognition systems to a new font. And in handwriting recognition, this is a process of recognizing Marathi characters that are handwritten. In multilingual recognition, this is a process of recognizing Marathi characters in conjunction with other languages. Sometimes when we are writing some essay in the Marathi or paragraph in Marathi, at that time it may be possible we have to include some of the characters from the other languages also, like Sanskrit, Hindi, English. It may be possible. At that time we have to recognize them also. It is very important, because when we recognize that Marathi characters, at that time we should recognize other characters also while recognizing that Marathi paragraph. Actually, when we are working on that OCR is the optical character recognition system. At that time, when we are using that OCR, at that time we have to take sample and we have to scan that sample, and after that scanning we have to submit that image to the OCR. After that OCR recognizing that one by one character by different types of algorithm, by using different types of algorithms. In font adaptations, there are so many font type and styles. At that time we have to find that Marathi characters one by one. Maybe it may be in different font type, different styles. At that time we have to recognize it differently one by one character. In handwritten recognitions, if the Marathi paragraph or Marathi page is in the printing format, at that time it is very easy to us to find that, and we have to recognize that easily. But handwriting, every people in the world having different handwriting and using different handwriting techniques. Some in that Marathi we use Devanagari, Modilipi and Kathi. These are the different types of the Marathi. At that time, what happened, these characters, if we are using the data for that, then it is very difficult to recognize that characters one by one. And it may be possible one character is present in one data, another character is present in another data, so it is very difficult to implement and difficult to recognize also. Next one is comparative analysis. Ma'am, please next slide. Oh, thank you, ma'am. Comparative analysis, in that we are using some more algorithms like HMM, SIFT, SURF and CNN. In this, HMM is the hidden Markov model. In that, HMM is a statistical model that describes the probability of a sequence of events. Here we are creating a sequence of Marathi recognition system, and we will recognize every character and we will show the result in the soft copy to the people or user. In these, advantages are simple to understand and implement. In this, proper format are there and we have to easily understood that, and we will get the result accordingly. In these, disadvantages is sensitive to noise and variations in handwriting. If there are different types of handwriting, then it is simply difficult to understand by that HMM algorithm. Next one is the SIV, that is scale invariant feature transform. This is a feature extraction algorithm that identifies distinctive points in an image. In this, if you are writing a, at that time there are so many curves and so many joints points are there. We have to recognize that every point and we have to collect that every point and we will create every character. This is happen with every character and we have to find out one by one in that algorithm. Advantages is robust to noise and variations in handwriting. Noise means what? If while handwriting we can extend a line or extend a curve of the so it may be possible there are the some issues to find out that characters. This is called the noise. Disadvantages of this algorithm is requires a large data set. For this shift, we want so much data with us and we have to match every character with that data and find out the characters one by one. Next one is the surf algorithm. Surf is the speeded up robust features. In this, description is a feature extraction algorithm is faster than SIFT. This is also feature extraction algorithm and it is faster than SIFT, which is already we understood in this comparative analysis. In that, advantages is faster than SIFT. It is very much faster than previous algorithm, and its disadvantages is not as robust to noise as SIFT, but it is not recognizing characters easily like the SIFT. It is faster, but it is not that much robust like SIFT. Then next algorithm is CNN, that is convolutional neural network, a deep learning algorithm that learns to recognize patterns in images. It is very accurate and its disadvantages is requires a large training data set. Now I am jumping to the conclusion. Conclusion is feature-based algorithm. We see here SIFT and SURF are the feature-based algorithm, and then learning algorithms. These are ANN, like artificial neural network, then SVM, support vector machines. These algorithms used in the machine learning algorithms. Then next one is the deep learning algorithms. In this, we have shown two very effective for Marathi character recognition. This algorithm uses a deep neural network to learn the features of Marathi characters. Deep learning algorithms can be very accurate, but they can also be computational expensive to train. Then I am jumping to future directions. In this, improve accuracy. See, we are working on some of the algorithms and some of the type of the algorithms, but we have to we have to improve that accuracy because current algorithm for Marathi character recognition can achieve high accuracy, but there is still room for improvement. The next one is the real-time performance. Some algorithms for this can achieve real-time performance, but this is not always the case. Future algorithms are likely to be able to achieve real-time performance while still maintaining high accuracy. Then next one is the robustness to noise and scalability. In scalability, current algorithms for this can be used to recognize a limited number of characters. Future algorithms are likely to be able to recognize a much larger number of characters. Then, in addition to these areas, future research on Marathi character recognition algorithm. Ma'am, please next slide. In AI is also likely to focus on following topics like character segmentation, feature extraction, and the classifier design. These are some of the references here. Thank you, ma'am, and thank you, sir.
Thank you so much, madam. Let's take a moment to express our appreciation for Shambhavi, madam. Thank you so much, madam. Now, moving ahead, now I call upon Miss Veena Gautam. She is an assistant professor in Department of Computer Science, DB Science College, Gondia. She is presenting the paper titled Decoy System-Based Approaches for Data Protection in Fog Computing, a comprehensive literature review. Over to Miss Veena Gautam, madam. Miss Veena Gautam, madam.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Ma'am, I'm audible?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, ma'am. Ma'am, is my screen is visible to you?
Yes, ma'am.
Good afternoon to all of you. My topic is decoy system-based approaches for data protection in fog computing, and I'm going to present a comprehensive literature review on these techniques. My name is Veena Gautam. So today's in this presentation, I'm going to present the introduction of fog computing, characteristics and challenges behind this technique. Then we'll see about some literature review. Then I will discuss some gaps and futures direction, and finally the conclusion. So what is a fog computing? It is not a new concept, but this concept is emerged in 2012, and it is firstly coined by a Cisco, which is a giant network pioneer everybody knows. So fog computing is the model which actually extends the cloud computing services, but actually at the edge of the network. It provides the services like data computation, storage, and application services at the users like a cloud, but it is not actually the replacement to the cloud, but it provides some enhancement to the cloud services. So in fog computing, instead of processing the data in the cloud, it is firstly analyzed, get processed at the edge devices, and then it is forwarded directly to the cloud. So fog computing is based on decentralized computing architecture whereby data is processed and stored between the source of origin and the cloud infrastructure. And the benefit we get is that we reduce the additional bandwidth cost. Fog framework is mainly based on smart things, that is the IoT devices. Fog computing is implemented at the edge of network, which I already the The key goal of fog computing is to enhance the efficiency, rise performance, and minimize the route trip to the cloud. The characteristic of this architecture are like proximity to data sources, heterogeneity, scalability, security, and resource efficiency. So why the proximity and how these characteristics are included in fog computing? So fog computing is designed to process and analyze data closer to the source, not to the destiny. That's why here we get the benefit of reduced latency and increased performance. Next is heterogeneity. So it is decentralized architecture and it can work on variety of platforms and in a geographically different locations. That's why heterogeneity is important in this architecture. Scalability, we can expand as we want, we can add number of computers as we want, or we can reduce or eliminate the number of computers from our devices from this architecture whenever we require. Security. So fog is the replace is not the replacement of cloud computing, but it somehow, or we can say that it reduce the security problems in a found in cloud computing. Resource efficiency. So fog computing is designed to be more resource efficient than traditional cloud computing, with the ability to process data locally and reduce the need for data transmission and storage. Next, the main challenge behind this architecture is the data protection. How to protect the data, or how we ensure that, or the challenges to provide the data protection in fog computing environment. The first is the data confidentiality. So fog computing environments involves multiple devices, networks, which can increase the risk that data breaches can be occur, or unauthorized user can access our sensitive data. Next is data integrity is also another challenge, because fog computing environment involves data processing and storage at the edge of the network, and which increase the risk of data correction and manipulation. Compliance. Fog computing environment may be subject to different regulatory requirements depending on the location of the data processing and storage. That's why can make compliance challenging. Interoperability. So fog computing environments involves multiple devices and platforms, which can make it challenging to ensure interoperability and compatibility of data protection mechanism. Resource constraint. Fog computing environment may have limited resources such as processing power, storage capacity, which makes it more challenging to implement for data protection mechanism. So what are the components that are included in this fog architecture, or the decoy based system that we are using for security to implement the security in a fog architecture? So decoy based system is mainly based on these four components. First is bet, second is monitoring and logging, third is alerting and response, and fourth is isolation. So what is a bait? Bait is the component of a decoy system, and it is designed to attract the malicious users, and it pretends them that it is a genuine software or a hardware that provides the actual data to them, but actually it does not. Second is the monitoring and logging. This component is able to monitor and log all the activities done by the users, and also analyze this uh, also analyze their activities, and they depend on their activities it can found that it is a malicious users or not. So this includes network traffic system logs. We also maintain there here the traffic logs, and other data can provide insight into attackers behavior. So this system also allows us to uh, get insight into the attacker's behavior. Third one is the alerting and response. So whenever the attack is occur, so the job of this system or the facility provided in this system is here is that we can block the attacker's IP address, we can collect the additional information about the attack, and we can include shutting down the decoy system. Isolation. Decoy system must be isolated from critical system in order to prevent attacks from gaining access to sensitive data or resources. Then finally come to literature review. So the first paper that I have study about this approach is, first approach is honeypot based decoy system, and I mentioned the references in the paper itself and in this slide at last. So this first paper that was designed on the basis of honeypot based decoy system, here Jan YK Singh presents that their model protects data in fog computing by deploying honeypots, and these honeypots used to lure attackers and keeps them away from sensitive data. Second was is the approach based on the deceptive routing based decoy system. So it actually divert attackers from legitimate routes or from real data and confuse the attackers by leading them astray. Third approach is based on AI or ML based security approach. So here it utilizes machine learning to detect and prevent attackers. Fourth approach is blockchain based security mechanism. Here it uses blockchain based security mechanism to it ensures data integrity and confidentiality in fog computing, and it utilizes blockchain for securing data sharing. It found effective in protecting sensitive data. The next paper I read, and which is based on attributes based encryption system, where they have analyzed CPABE algorithm in fog computing, and they found that it is effective to fine grained access control. The next one is hardware based security approach. It provides security storage and processing capabilities in fog computing. It utilizes perf based authentication mechanism for device identification and to manage the access control. The next approach is SDN based security approach. It combines SDN with fog computing, and it is implemented on the vehicular based system, that is VANET, and it is most popularly in the smart cities. And it provides framework found that it is effective in providing security. The next approach, and which is very much important, is IDS based system, that is a intrusion detection based system. So it detects respond to attackers in a real time in fog computing. It examines architecture of fog computing security challenges and uses detection system to mitigate the challenge security. Continuous monitoring based approach. The fog computing architecture monitors and continuously for security threats and respond in real time. It proposed a system found effective in detecting and responding to threats. The next is behavior based approach. Here we analyze the behavior of each and every user. So by analyzing their behavior, we can identify the user is genuine or not. So if it is not genuine, we provide them a decoy file which is not genuine, but the user think that it is a genuine and he got the real data. Then is the access control based approach. So the approach described in this paper, they say that it regulates data access based on user roles, privileges, and authentication. It examines access control in fog computing, identifying security issues and fundamental models. The next key attribute encryption. It utilizes ciphertext policy ABE for data access control in fog cloud system, presents an access control scheme based on verifiable outsource multi-authority model. The next one is the blind quantum computation based approach. So it offers security features including identity verification and channel detection protection. The next one is, and the last is key management based approach. Here it proposes a key management system using hypergraph schemes tailored to the fog computing environment and demonstrates low key generation cost and overhead. So overall, we can say that these approaches cannot be work independently. If they are working independently, then they are not effective that much. But if we combine, then the security challenges can be reduced at a very high extent. So the strength of these approaches, like, they are effective in detecting and preventing attacks, they are cost effective, they are easy to deploy, and they provide early warning. So whenever some users tries to attack to the system, then by analyzing his behavior, the system gets alert that there is some user who is doing some malicious activities, and it may be the possible or potential attackers to our system. So earlier warning can be get in this system, that is a decoy based system. The limitation of this system is like it may not provide complete protection, it is not 100% successful. So decoy system may not provide complete protection against all types of attacks, and attacks may be eventually discover the real system and data. It may increase complexity, it may increase false positives. Decoy system may generate false positives, which can be time consuming and costly to investigate and resolve. May be limited in effectiveness, because decoy system may be limited in effectiveness uh, against sophisticated attackers who can bypass or ignore it. Sometimes it may be possible that some attackers, they behave like they are genuine, but actually genuinely they can attack our system. So these attacks may be bypassed from our system. So that may be, it is possible that may be not diagnosed in this system, or not detected in the system. This possibility can also be occur in this. Next one, it may require additional resources. So in order to employ complete security to the system, decoy system may require some additional resources, like additional bandwidth, processing requirement, and need to store a decoy file. So gaps and future direction that I have identified are development or more effective decoy system. Future research could focus on developing more advanced and sophisticated decoy systems that are capable of detecting and deterring a wide range of attacks. Integration with other security measures, as I already told, that not a single approach is fruitful, but if we combine them and if we apply them in together, or combination of two or three approaches for securing the system, can be more useful and more beneficial. The third is evaluation of effectiveness. There is a need to conduct more extensive empirical evaluation of the effectiveness of decoy system based approaches for data production in fog computing. This would involve testing the approaches in a variety of scenarios and under different types of attacks. Last is scalability. Decoy system based approaches need to be scalable to support large scale fog computing environment with a large number of devices and users. Researchers could focus on developing scalable decoy systems that are able to provide effective protection in such environments. So final, the conclusion of my presentation is overall decoy system based approaches are important for protecting data in fog computing environment. However, they are not a complete solution and should be used in conjunction with each other. Thank you.
Thank you, Veena Madam, for your valuable presentation. Your research has provided us with important discernment into data protection in fog computing. One of the hallmarks of academic excellence is the diversity of thought and ideas that it encompasses. As we listen to the presentations today, let us appreciate the richness of viewpoints that arise from different experiences. To our presenters, your dedication to research and your insightful presentations have enriched our understanding in the area of artificial intelligence, machine learning, and data science. Thank you for sharing your expertise with us. Now, I would like to invite Dr. Kalaskar to the stage to share his reviews and thoughts on papers presented in this session. Over to Dr. Kalaskar.
Hello, am I audible, madam?
Yes, sir.
Good morning to one and all. Honorable President, Professor Gulani sir, Prerna Seva Mandal Nagpur, respected convener on the conference and officiating principal Leeladhar Revatkar, Dr. E.S.C. Gulani, College of Commerce, Science and Arts Nagpur, coordinators of the conference, Dr. Bharti Deshmukh madam, Manjari Pathak madam, and participants. Almost all paper presentations were very good, and through this conference, participants will definitely grow their confidence level. Some participants can give, or some researchers can present their papers on fog computing, machine learning, and cloud computing, artificial intelligence recognition and preventions. They will show their negative aspects of the artificial intelligence. Some researcher can provide a normal hybrid approach on tutor sentiments analysis using machine learning. One of the participants can present the paper on analysis of Marathi character recognition techniques using image processing. Such type of event encourages researchers to share and discuss their research work and ideas, provide opportunities to move forward. My heartfelt thankful to all the members of the coordinators, organizers for giving me this opportunity. I would like to also thank to all the participants of the event and wish them good luck for their future work. Thanks to all. Thank you, madam.
Miss Priya, unmute yourself.
Thank you, sir, for your valuable contributions as paper reviewer. Your dedication to the role of reviewer is highly appreciated. Your expertise has enriched the session and paved the way for further excellence in our academic endeavors. I am glad that you have joined this session right from the beginning and have been watching the presentations with curiosity. Thank you once again, sir. As we draw the curtains on this enlightening paper presentation session, we wish to express our heartfelt gratitude to each and every one of you for your active participation and unwavering commitment to the pursuit of knowledge. Now, we have our valedictory function, and for that, I invite Ms. Shivani Mesawat, madam. So, please stay connected with us.
Thank you, Kalaskar sir,
Thank you, sir.
for accepting our invitation and sharing your valuable time. Once again, thank you.
Okay, sir.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Shall I start, sir?
No, just wait. Let me check whether Joshi sir has joined or not.
Okay, sir.
Vivek, good morning.
Good morning, sir. Good morning. Good morning.
Very happy to see you.
Thank you. Same here. Same here.
I saw you in the morning only. Yes, please start.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you, Priya ma'am. A very good afternoon to all the dignitaries, my colleagues,
I, Shivani Mesawat, Assistant Professor from the Department of Computer Science, feel delighted to welcome you all here in the valedictory function of two-day interdisciplinary national conference on technological advancement in computer science, artificial intelligence, machine learning, and data science, organized by the Department of Computer Science and Application. Now it's time to welcome our chief guest for today's valedictory function, Dr. Vivek Nanoti, Director, Priyadarshini Group of Institution, Nagpur. Welcome, sir.
Thank you. Thank you.
I also welcome Dr. Praveen Joshi, the Director, Dr. S.C. Gulhane, Prerna College of Commerce, Science and Arts. Welcome, sir. Ms. Abhilasha Gurde, CEO, Prerna Seva Mandal, Dr. Revatkar, officiating principal of our college, head of all the departments, all the eminent speakers and faculty members. It's an honor for me that I have been given the opportunity to host today's valedictory function. I'm delighted to offer a gracious welcome to each one of you present here. Now, I would like to invite Dr. Revatkar sir for his introductory remarks. Over to you, sir.
Yeah, thank you, Shivani. Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
So, a very good afternoon and warm welcome to all of you. As the principal of this institution, I am delighted to share my remark at the National Conference on Technological Advancement in Computer Science with the specific focus on artificial intelligence, machine learning, and data science. This conference marks a significant milestone in our ongoing commitment to advancing knowledge and fostering innovation in these rapidly evolving fields. First and foremost, I want to express my gratitude to our college authorities, the organizing committee, and the dedicated faculty who have put in countless hours of hard work and dedication to make this conference a reality. It is a testament to your unwavering commitment to academic excellence and pursuit of cutting edge research. In my view, this conference stands as a testament to the relentless pursuit of knowledge and innovation within the field of computer science. It serves as a platform where brilliant minds from diverse backgrounds and experiences have gathered to share their insights, research findings, and experiences in this cutting edge domain. The theme of this conference, Technological Advancement in Computer Science, is particularly pertinent in today's digital age. Artificial intelligence, machine learning, and data science have emerged as transformative technology that are reshaping industries, solving complex problems, and driving innovations across various domains. The profound impact of these fields on our daily lives cannot be overstated. From enhancing healthcare sector through predictive analytics to the revolution in transportation through autonomous vehicles. This conference provides a unique platform for researchers, academicians, and industry experts to come together, share their insights, and collaborate on groundbreaking ideas. The exchange of knowledge and ideas is the lifeblood of scientific progress. And I am confident that the discussions and presentations at this event will lead to novel solutions and inspire future research endeavor. Furthermore, the inclusion of interdisciplinary perspective in this conference is commendable. The boundaries between computer science, artificial intelligence, machine learning, and data science are becoming increasingly blurred. Collaboration between experts from different fields are essential to tackle complex problems comprehensively. I encourage all participants to embrace this interdisciplinary approach as it has the potential to unlock new avenues of research and innovations. At this moment, I want to put some key points which are the um, which we can say these are the notable points of this conference. The first one is knowledge exchange. This conference has been a hub for knowledge exchange. The presentations and discussions have facilitated sharing ideas, best practices, and the latest advancement in AI, ML, and data science. The second main key point of this conference, that's collaboration. I am delighted to witness the spirit of collaboration that have permeated throughout this conference. The attendees are not just here to learn, but also to build connections, foster partnerships, and initiate collaborations that will likely lead to groundbreaking innovations in the future. Third, diversity of perspectiveness. The diversity of perspectives showcased at this conference is truly commendable. Researchers, practitioners, and students from various backgrounds have come together to offer unique viewpoints on the challenges and opportunities within AI, ML, and data science. Fourth, practical relevance. What distinguishes this conference is its emphasis on practical relevance. Many of the discussions and presentations have highlighted real world applications and solutions that have the potential to transform industries, improve lives, and address pressing global challenges. Next point was the inspiration for future generations. As educator, researcher, and industry professionals, we have a responsibility to inspire and nurture the next generation of technologists. I believe this conference has provided an invaluable source of inspirations for students and emerging talent who will shape the future of this field. In conclusion, the National Conference on Technological Advancement in Computer Science is a testament to our institution's commitment to fostering intellectual growth and pushing the boundaries of knowledge. In this conference, we have seen insightful discussions, the exchange of ideas, the emergence of innovative solutions that will undoubtedly result from this conference. Let us continue to lead the way in advancing these critical fields for the betterment of society and the advancement of human knowledge. Thank you and have a wonderful day.
Thank you so much, sir, for your valuable remarks. Now, I request Dr. Praveen Joshi, the director of our college, to conclude. Over to you, sir.
Good afternoon, everybody.
Afternoon,
It's
sir.
pleasure to be with all of you. I welcome my dear friend Dr. Vivek Nanoti as the chief guest for this valedictory function. Dr. S.C. Gullane, the Secretary Prerna Seva Mandal, Ms. Abhilasha Gudde, the CEO, Ms. Aarti Goswami, the HRM of Prerna Seva Mandal, Principal Dr. Revatkar, the organizers, and the participants. For last 2 days, there has been a lot of churning on the progress that AI has made so far, the present, and how it is going to progress more in future, and how human beings can avail of the techniques, facilities, and other benefits of AI for the welfare of mankind. Yesterday when I spoke about the Chat GPT. Now, Chat GPT is in future going to play a major role in the life of everybody, because it is going to pervade every field of human activity. I express my apprehension that though the softwares, the devices, or the inventions that are taking place for the welfare of mankind can also be used for destructive purposes, as terrorist organizations, as other antisocial elements, the people like Naxalites, those who are against the human spirit, those who are acting against the welfare of human beings. They will also be able to handle these things for their own benefits. So there would be a kind of war going on between constructive and destructive purposes. And so far we have seen that whenever any technology comes, before it reaches the common person, it reaches the antisocial elements. And they use it for their own evil designs. So I am sure that Dr. Vivek Nanoti will throw light on this.
Sure.
He is there, so I won't like to speak more. And listening to him is always an enriching experience.
Thank you.
He's a mesmerizing, spellbinding speaker. And I always love to listen to him. So once again, I congratulate the team members who have organized this conference under the able leadership of Dr. Revatkar. Personally, I congratulate Dr. Revatkar for the very successful organization of this two-day conference. And the topic chosen is also very relevant in the present context. So, congratulating all of you, and once again welcoming Dr. Vivek Nanoti, I put an end to it. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir, for such an educative talk that it will surely help us to enhance our personalities. So after that, there is an announcement for the participants. There are some participants who have already given their name for giving feedback. I would like to call them one by one. First, I want to call Monica Jain to give her feedback. Over to Miss Monica, ma'am. Ma'am, you are not audible. Please kindly unmute yourself.
Hello, good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, dignitaries, Nanoti sir, Revatkar sir, Joshi sir, Bharti madam, and the organizing team. At the outset, I would like to express my sincere appreciation for the outstanding efforts put forth by the Department of Computer Science and Application at Dr. S.C. Gulane, Prerna College of Commerce, Science and Arts, Nagpur, in organizing the national conference on the theme Technological Advancement in Computer Science, Artificial Intelligence, Machine Learning, and Data Science. It is truly commendable to see your commitment to advancing knowledge and fostering discussion on these cutting-edge topics in the field of computer science. The conference not only showcased your dedication to the academic community, but also your foresight in recognizing the importance of artificial intelligence, machine learning, and data science. I was particularly impressed by the well-organized program, which brought together experts and researchers to share and exchange their ideas. The topic covered and the quality of speakers and presenters provided invaluable learning opportunities for all the participants. I wanted to congratulate organizing team for the meticulous planning, seamless execution, and warm hospitality extended to all attendees. Once again, I would like to express my heartfelt appreciation to you and your team for your dedication, vision, and hard work in making this national conference a resounding success. Thank you for your commitment to promoting excellence in education and research. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for sharing your views. Now, Mr. Ajay Nanvatkar would like to share his feedback to express his opinion about the conference. Over to you, sir. Mr. Ajay Nanvatkar, sir.
Am I audible?
Yes, sir, you are audible.
Okay. Good afternoon, all dignitaries and the participants. I am Ajay Nanvatkar from MCA Department, Srividya College of Engineering and Technology, Nagpur. I want to share my experience of attending this conference. It was a fantastic conference. I got to learn many new things which will surely help me to carry out my research. The talks by all the experts were very fruitful. I thank all the organizers of the conference to organize this conference. I hope such kind of conference will be organized in future too. Thank you so much for allowing me to present my views. Thank you all.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. There is one more participant who would like to share her opinion. Brinda ma'am, please share your opinion regarding the conference. And I also request you to please mention your college name and the department also. Over to you, ma'am. Brinda ma'am, are you there? I think she is not there. Okay.
Please move ahead.
Now I would like to call Dr. Soumya ma'am to share her opinion. Ma'am, kindly share your feedback. Over to you, ma'am. Dr. Soumya ma'am, are you there? Okay, she is also not there. Not there. Okay, apart from these four, if there is anyone else who would like to speak something about the conference, you are welcome. Kindly raise your hand to give feedback. Okay, anyone else is interested to give their feedback about the conference? Okay, now it's time to introduce our chief guest, Dr. Vivek Nanoti. It's my privilege that I have been assigned this opportunity to introduce our today's guest. Sir is renowned academician, administrator, and management guru, presently working as the campus director of Priyadarshini Institute of Engineering and Technology, Nagpur. He is a Senate member of ITM Nagpur University. He has completed his PhD in Physics 1996 under sponsorship of Department of Atomic Energy Commission at BARC Mumbai from Nagpur University. He has 30 years of very rich experience of teaching, research and administration. His area of specialization is material science. He has published around 140 research papers and guided 12 students for their doctoral research. He received the Most Promising Engineering College Teacher Award in 2005, Bharat Jyoti Award in 2012 for Excellence in Education and Research and National Award Outstanding Academic Leader of 2019. He has visited several countries that included Scotland, England, Portugal, Israel, Germany, France, Belgium, Malaysia, Singapore, and Russia for academic purpose. He is currently heading 3 international projects on social entrepreneurship, green colony, and fake news. He has delivered more than 2,000 guest lectures. During pandemic lockdown, he has delivered 250 plus webinars in last 11 months on 55 different topics to various sectors of society. We feel privileged to have this opportunity to listen to such a good academic statement. Now I request Dr. Vivek Nanoti to please enlighten us with your address. Over to you, Dr. Nanoti, sir.
Thank you, Kalyani ma'am. A very good afternoon to everyone present in this virtual auditorium. Honorable President of this function, as well as the wonderful society, Dr. S.C. Gulhane, the great visionary administrator and now into management, our own mentor and a good friend of mine, director of this esteemed institution, Dr. Praveen Joshi sir. He's been always taking up such initiatives for which, Prerna is growing high and achieving new heights. Principal Dr. Revatkar sir, other organizing committee members, convener, co-convener, and most important, dear participants. It's indeed great pleasure to be among this elite academicians, researchers who are here to share their views, put up their contribution into the research of one of the most prime area. The fourth revolution of industry is talking about only AI, data science, machine learning, deep learning, 5G networks, 3D printing. I mean, this is the era. 2000, all the students, all the teachers, next 2, 3, 5 years, still we are into Industry 4.0. And I really want to congratulate management, administration, and the faculty members and organizing team for selecting this topic, for churning out something out of it, because it's an era of collaboration, it's an era of networking, it's an era of interdisciplinary research. No research is complete into its own domain. And that way also, AI, machine learning, data science, these fields are everyone's field. I say like electricity or internet jaisa sabka hai na. So it's like that. Artificial intelligence is everyone's. Let us not consider and put it into bracket of computer science. Sorry, no. Even a history guy needs artificial intelligence. And a beautiful poetry can be taken up. I'm taking a thread from Praveen Joshi sir, that if I really feel I am loving Mangesh Padgaonkar, a Marathi poet, then I can, write down a wonderful script for my Facebook post from ChatGPT instead of using my own ideas. And that will give me 20 options about Mangesh Padgaonkar. Not only Mangesh Padgaonkar, but William Wordsworth. And I can even ask ChatGPT to write a poem equivalent level of these authors on a similar topic, maybe nature, maybe human sensitivity, psychology. Yes, and the poems are ready. Yes, that history concept is ready. Yes, the next generation ideas are also, you can ask ChatGPT. And what is the most important, feature of ChatGPT? Is he so brilliant and intelligent and, most informed? No, sorry. ChatGPT, or rather a bigger domain, I should say, artificial intelligence, is a lifelong learner. Every second, it's learning, capturing, analyzing, and keeping the content ready when next question comes to ChatGPT or artificial intelligence. That is how intelligence built, right? So that's why our human natural intelligence, and we are worried that yes, this artificial intelligence will surpass our, human intelligence, our natural intelligence. It will never happen, because these AI tools we are going to create. We are already into process of creating. The point I want to put across is I have been delivering sessions on Industry 4.0. And then I told that yes, 100% automation was Industry 3rd revolution. 100% computerization, yes, it was also Industry 3rd revolution. 4th revolution talks about machine communicating to machine. 4th revolution talks about machine taking the decision and finalizing and giving instructions to other machines without taking consent of an engineer sitting over there who has designed this software is something 4th revolution of industry is looking forward for. The robotic arms coming and giving instruction and actually assembling. I'll take an example of a car assembly, right? So 3rd revolution was a computerized instructions to all robo who will adjust the precision of shaft and fit the wheels, then fit the tires and the entire chassis and the body seats, and the car will get automatically assembled is Industry 3.0. What is Industry 4.0? Industry 4.0 is just control P button. Press a print button and entire BMW car gets printed. You don't need to understand its precision, tightening up the screws and handling that robotic arms and shifting it to different conveyor belts, the tools will move around. No, it will not happen. It is just a print command. And that is Industry 4.0. And I'm really happy that yes, last 2 days, a lot of papers, I could listen to 2-3 last papers also as I joined 5-10 minutes before 12. And I was very happy to see that people are working on actual theory of computations. People are worried about the algorithms which are based on top of it. What is the backend? What is the programming skills behind these, that this young generation, the community, the students which we are producing for the 4th revolution global industries, yes, they should know all these things. And unless such concepts are, I like the name, apne interdisciplinary ye naam title mein hi dal diya tha. It's so important because it should not be considered as this thing, right? So it's so important that AI, machine learning, mathematical modeling, these things are everyone's. My own, chairman, sir, known to Dr. Praveen Joshi, sir, very well, a renowned academician and administrator, I should say, besides his a huge political career, Dr. Satish Chaturvedi ji, when he was submitting his final PhD thesis, Dr. Modak suggested let us Gandhian thought pe bhi mathematical model tayar kiya jaye. And he did mathematical modeling in one of his chapters of his doctorate degree. So that is where mathematical modeling is applicable to history, to geography, and to philosophy as well. So these models gets converted into artificial neural network and then ANN tools. And then ANN tools these days are advanced as machine learning, deep learning, and AI tools. Yes, fantastic. And we really don't have to worry about this. One important concept I really want to put forth, which I'm taking up a thread from Joshi sir's this thing, impact on society. That is so very important. When we are talking about AI, data science, machine learning, data is a gold mine. 100% world will be ruled by only 2 things. Next 20 years, either you should be master of data handling, I mean, and next is greening of everything. Because world is getting, scarcity for all our, fuels and, energy resources. So talking about green, following green for whatever proposal you come up with, whether it is an IT industry or a core industry, are you considering green as your mainstream thing? And second, security of data. Because when everything is on cloud, when everything is database, the entire decisions are being taken on the basis of data. Security of data has a prime and foremost importance. Paramount importance hai data security, cyber security, because if that data get leaked, I tell you, the decisions taken by AI would go bad, would go so wrong. You cannot imagine. AI is continuously learning. I was told one of my friends was handling a project at Varda, and it was like on a museum on Gandhiji. It's a 3 years back story before pandemic. And Gandhiji, I mean, it was a concept like somebody will ask questions to Gandhiji and Gandhiji will reply in terms of an AI tool. And you never know what people did there. They fed all nonsense to those AI tools. They used to start machine and start asking questions and updating his knowledge. And that so-called AI tool got updated so badly that when next time somebody came and answered, it was horrible and that entire project was on hold. So, it's so dangerous if a people like nuisance people agar hai. And I tell you, the theft, the thieves, the hackers, they are always 10 steps ahead. They are better technologies because they have a bigger challenges to crack something which you have prepared. So, ethical hacking has taken a very good important step now. So all these concepts. And now, fine, we are talking about Industry 4.0 and I know there must be many papers, but the Industry 5.0 is on the verge of coming up. If you have not heard, it's so important. And what is Industry 5.0? 4.0 talks about knowledge, skills, and competencies. And 5.0 very rightly picked up, and they say knowledge, skills, and behavior. Knowledge, skills, and humanity. It's behavior and humanity which should be impacted positively to bring back to my family life, to bring back to my, best time with the friends, to bring back my rejuvenating time, to bring back my recharging time that has been lost out of this race of technology. And so Industry 5.0 talks about humanity. It talks about behavioral science. It talks about interpersonal relationships. Technology, if we have developed, if one machine is working for 4 important software engineers, right? It's taking care of their workload. Then these 4 people should chill out. Because you have created that. If you have created something to work on your behalf, then that is your first and foremost right to take out that particular time for your own self, your family, your growth, your personal growth, your spiritual growth. India is a country with a heritage, an amazing career. So, that entire thing we have lost. So, country like India should take up that how these technologies can reduce my burden, can set free from all those typical depression and frustration and suicidal tendencies and work pressure, peer pressure, cutthroat competition. They talk bleeding competition. ये सबसे तो बाहर निकलना पड़ेगा ना. तो ये technology, grow that technology to the extent that out of my 7 hours working, I'll work for 4 hours, I'll work for 5 hours. There are companies in US who are now shifted to 4 days working, not even 5 days. They are working for 4 days. Friday itself, they start their weekend because people are losing human connect. What for we are doing all this thing? Just to make our life comfortable, right? So technology cannot make a life comfortable. It cannot create a mom and dad for me. It cannot create a wife and kids for me. Sorry. It cannot. Because I am a human being and I am happiest person when I am with humans. It's a false thing that we are happy with this. Is this new generation is like going, they are under very extremely false. ये कि मेरा मोबाइल मेरे साथ रहे, मेरा इंस्टाग्राम रहे और मैं कितने भी समय निकाल सकता हूँ. Bad. There are issues, mental issues. Mental health has become such a prime importance these days. Gadgets and advancement of technology is one of the reasons for that. So I just want one more conference I have attended. I couldn't attend, but I have gone through those all those proceedings. In Japan, they had a conference 1 year back. It was Society 5.0. And what is the concept of Society 5th generation? They say Society 5.0 is about human interaction. It's about sharing love. It's about sharing care. So enhance the technology with a back of mind, clear-cut understanding about our growth, about our mental growth, about our physical growth, about our spiritual growth, about our interpersonal relations. Unless you do all that, nothing will be so useful. So that, we all strive for what? To becoming more and more happy, right? To becoming more, to you enjoy peaceful life. वो तो हो ही नहीं रहा है. More pressure. Work from home was sounding better, and then work from home is tremendous pressure these days because they know that you are available. So technology advancement, yes, amazing technologies are coming up. Outstanding. You don't need to program. If you are a member of GitHub and ChatGPT, you are good at. I tell you, you do cheeze. You can program anything in whatever language. You may not be good at those languages. Is a boon. Let us not worry about all this. It's a boon. I don't need to program. I can use Python. I mean, if I'm hardly know about that, and I can use Python programming straight away, cut paste from GitHub, because all those programs which are already available are available on that portal. So let us use all those programs. Let us start collaborating. Let us start learning, collaborating, and networking among humans. And if that can happen, our true growth will happen. India was Vishwaguru. National Education Policy says we were Vishwaguru. We used to make, 360-degree development of a person. We talked about spiritual growth. We talked about mental health. We talk about inner growth. We talk about a better, healthy, happier, and peaceful society. If we really look forward to all these things, and we should look forward to all those things by using technologies, because we are engineers, because we are representing higher education of this country, then our country should mix, should have base, should have a background of the rich heritage of philosophy and spiritualism, in which is वो हमारी धरोहर है. It's our tradition. So to mix and match these two things and to see to it, the administrators, the industry people, they should think on those things. Like many countries have like 2.5 day holidays, like Fridays are half day. Some countries have already gone for, why they are going for this? Because they can understand that they are losing on fundamental family values. They are losing on fundamental human values. If all those things are happening, these technologies are of no use. So to make use of these technologies smartly, we have smart goals, smart houses. So we have smart relationships also. And use these technologies. Let somebody else work for me, and I can learn a lot. It's about learning and unlearning. I have learned a lot of things which is a clutter in my mind. I just want to detox my body, like body detox karte वैसा mind भी detox करना पड़ेगा by unlearning whatever is not needed today, because I need updation. I need to collaborate with other countries. And if I really wish that I can collaborate, I can network, I can learn more, then I need to upgrade myself, unlearn all those which is forming a clutter and which is, nuisance to my new thought process, to my new adoption. Cut down all that. Learn something new which people are learning. We are so lucky, I tell you. I'm addressing to many inductions these days, first year inductions of colleges, and I'm surprised to see the level of intelligence, the level of maturity, the kind of multitasking skills new students have. They are amazing. But if we teachers, if we researchers, if we cannot feed them the way they want, if we cannot adjust our teaching styles with respect to innovation, and then the students will not at all be happy with whosoever teacher they get. PhD and 2-3 PhDs even. No, a teacher who is updated and who can connect and has already adopted the learning styles of students to match his teaching styles to make a complete teaching learning process and research process a grand success. It can happen then only. It's so important that whenever you are growing with technology, two important aspects. Be very cautious about data security, because once that is hacked, everything is gone. And second, green. A background of green has to be everywhere. Are you using entire thing already which is recycled? Amazing. Fine. If not, then are my products completely biodegradable or not? No. E-waste management has become a havoc. Every person is changing his handset, mobile set into 2-3 years. वो मोबाइल चार्जेस, हेडफोन्स के पर्वत कहाँ लगे देखने जाना है मेरे को. हैवॉक होगा कहीं तो भी, because we are extremely bad in e-waste management. We don't have a good robust system to dispose this and convert it into a recycling. It's a big challenge. So minimalism is also a last point which I really want to put forth. Please, you can use mobile 5 years. You can use. You should be happy with 4 shirts, no issue. You can be happy with a laptop which is 10 years old. Why not? Upgrade its RAM, fine. So minimalism in the technology and learning more and more technologies into. People are mad about, I have new phone. Now 14 aa gaya, 15. This September iPhone 15 is released. People are already crazy about that. What? You bought a phone just an year back and you have not used the, इसमें जो 100 app है उसमें से facilities we have not even used 10% and you want to upgrade. Please cut down on minimalism. Please see whatever is needed. Please use technology for your use only. Please see to it that whether this technology is shifting me to an unhealthy practices, shifting me to a sedimentary lifestyle, stopping me for my morning walks. Joshi sir ko roz dekhta hu, to we get motivated and he is now cycling also. You know, if my mobile stops, if my late night Instagram chats is stopping me from caring about my health, if it is spoiling my mental health, control. It's time to control. It's time to choose right. Flood hai. There is a flood of data. There are flood of apps. There are flood of technologies. That doesn't mean you have to consume everything. Sorry. Not everything is for everybody. You need to be choosy upon all these things. Choose right. Choose correct things and see to it that this technology, in true sense, will be a boon to your personal life, your family life, your societal life. Should have a time to chat and have a cup of coffee in the evening with friends and family. If you are losing on that and earning a 10 lakh package more, sorry, this is not an growth of technology. Let technology work for you. Let AI think. Let machine learning command. Let deep learning, think, understand and order the other machines. But you stay away. You have designed. So they are your slaves and let us not be their slaves and spoiling our life further. With this message, I really thank everyone here that they are contributing to the technology updation. They are making substantial contribution, but see to it that I'll conclude with 3 words. That is benefit to society and personal life, whether it is environment friendly and green, and whether the entire cloud on which you are working, whether it is secure or not. With these 3 important food for thoughts leaving to all the participants, and please keep network. Let this group work together. I mean, conferences, workshops, post conference is so important, I tell you. Let us not stop this conferencing here. Now true conferencing will happen after this conference, because now out of these 90, 100 people which are attending this thing, who is good at what are his expertise, and who is most useful to me. If every one of you can find out 5 good people into this conference to further collaborate, to co-work and to learn together, is a true success of this conference. I am once again congratulate all the participants, management, administration of this amazing esteemed institution run by very renowned administrator, academician, Professor S.C. Gulhane sir, Director Praveen Joshi sir and Revatkar sir. Thank you so much for giving me an opportunity to interact with this elite academician and researchers from this prestigious virtual dais of Prerna College. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. What an amazing address that was. I'm grateful to you, sir, for such an educative address. We all have gained great deal from your address. I have no doubt we will always value your insightful opinions, which you have beautifully conveyed on this occasion. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you.
Now I request Ms. Abhilasha Gurde, ma'am, the CEO of Prerna Seva Mandal, to deliver her address. Over to you, ma'am.
Thank you. Good afternoon to all. Respected Chief Guest Dr. Vivek Nanoti sir, esteemed faculty members from all over India, and the bright minds of our conference. It is an honor to express my views before you today at this remarkable valedictory function. Over the past few days, we have immersed ourselves in the dynamic field of technological advancements in computer science, particularly focusing on artificial intelligence, machine learning, and data science. In the rapidly evolving landscape of technology, we are witnessing an era of unprecedented growth and transformation. Artificial intelligence, machine learning, and data science have emerged as the cornerstones of these revolutions. reshaping industries, economies, and societies. In this conference, we had distinguished speakers from different corners of India who spoke on topics based on various themes. The knowledge and information shared by them will surely help the research scholars and all the participants. As we conclude this conference, I am really filled with a sense of enthusiasm and optimism for the future that these advancements hold. I encourage each of you to take the knowledge and insight you have gained and apply them to create a better world. Innovation knows no boundaries, and it is the collective efforts of brilliant minds like yours that will push the boundaries of what is possible. In closing, I want to express my gratitude to everyone who participated in making this conference a resounding success. The exchange of ideas, the networking, and the discussions that have taken place here undoubtedly drive progress in the realm of technological advancement. I appreciate all the organizers of this conference who have not only organized a conference, you have created an experience that will be remembered by all who attended it. Thank you all and good luck to all.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for always encouraging us. All the participants have attended the session and showed their great enthusiasm for learning throughout this 2 days international conference. It was not just educative and informative, but also productive and fruitful for all of us. Now, I, Shivani Mesawat, take your leave and request Ms. Priyanka Chandawar to propose a formal vote of thanks. Thank you so much, everyone. Have a nice day.
Priyanka Chandawar, madam, where are you?
Yes, sir. Thank you, Shivani ma'am. Be grateful in your own heart. That suffices. Thanksgiving has wings and flies to its right destination. With this quote, good afternoon to all you. It is with immense pleasure and gratitude that I, Priyanka Chandawar, on behalf of Dr. S.C. Gulane Prerna College of Commerce, Science and Art, stand before you to deliver this vote of thanks on the occasion of valedictory function of this conference. These past 2 days have been truly inspiring and intellectually stimulating. We stand here at the conclusion of the national conference centered around the theme Technological Advancement in Computer Science, Artificial Intelligence, Machine Learning, and Data Science. Thanks to the collective efforts and the enthusiasm of everyone present here. It was not just educative but informative, but also productive, fruitful, and wonderful session. First and foremost, I extend my deepest gratitude to Dr. Vivek Nanoti, who has graced the valedictory function by his knowledgeable talk. Thank you, sir. Now, I want to thank our chairperson, Ms. Abhilasha Gurde, for sharing her views and sparing her valuable time with us. Thank you, madam. I extend my thanks to Dr. Praveen Joshi, sir, director of our college. Your diverse viewpoint and thoughtful contributions have truly enriched the conference experience. Thank you, sir. I would like to express our sincere gratitude to Dr. Leeladhar Revatkar. Your insightful words at the beginning of this valedictory session have set the frame of the event, inspiring all of us to delve deeper into the themes and topics that have been discussed from yesterday. Now, coming to the first day of conference, I thank Honorable Chief Guest Dr. Ravinder Singh. From his busy schedule, he has found time to grace the inaugural function and address us with his valuable views and thoughts. Thank you, sir. I also want to thank our keynote speaker, Dr. P.L. Chitra, who spoke on the topic Deep Learning Models for 3D Medical Image Processing. Madam, your expertise and willingness to share your views have enlightened us all. Thank you, Madam. I extend my thanks to Dr. M. Prasad. Sir has delivered wonderful lecture on the topic Visualizing the Future, Trends and Innovations in Data Visualization on the very first session of the conference. Sir, your dedication to advancing the field is sincerely appreciated. Thank you, sir. My sincere thanks to Dr. Rajkumar Srinivasan for sharing his views and chairing the session. Thank you, sir. On the second session of the conference, we had Dr. P.K. Sharma as a resource person who has delivered lecture on the topic fuzzy mathematics and its importance in technology. I'm sure that all the participants have gained the immense knowledge from his talk. Thank you, sir. I extend my thanks to Dr. Ajit Maslekar for sincerely sharing his views and chairing the session. Thank you, sir. On the second day of conference, we had Dr. Varun Chand, sir, as a resource person of the first session. He enlightened us with the topic Transforming Urban Mobility, the Role of Intelligent Transport System. Thank you, sir. I also want to thank Dr. S.B. Kishore, sir, for sincerely sharing his views and chairing the session. Thank you, sir. In the second session, we had participants and research scholars who presented their research papers and added some more concept to our theme of conference. Moving on, I also want to thank Professor Keshav Kalaskar, sir, who skillfully guided our research scholar in the PowerPoint presentation session. Thank you, sir. It was an amazing experience listening to all the expertise on this occasion. Thank you, sir. Thank you all. Now, I express our sincere thanks to our Honorable President of Prerna Seva Mandal, Professor R.C. Gulani, sir, the Secretary of Prerna Seva Mandal, Dr. S.C. Gulani, sir, CEO of Prerna Seva Mandal, Ms. Abhilasha Gurde, ma'am, HR Manager of Prerna Seva Mandal, Ms. Aarti Goswami, ma'am. I thank them all for their kindness and their continuous support. I extend my thanks to our respected and visionary director of our college, Dr. Praveen Joshi, sir, whose support was invaluable in making this conference a reality. Your belief in our vision and your generous contribution facilitated the event. Thank you, sir. I also thank our respected officiating principal, Dr. Leeladhar Revatkar, for his continuous guidance and motivation. Thank you, sir. I must mention our deep sense of appreciation to our coordinators and in charge of the program, Dr. Bharti Deshmukh and Dr. Manjiri Pathak, for arranging such a beautiful conference. I also thank all the team members and all others who have directly and indirectly supported to make this conference a grand success. To the delegates and participants, thank you for your active involvement. Your presence has made a significant impact on overall experience and for being a part of this conference and making this conference a grand success. Dear delegates, please enjoy the video and after that stay connected with us. We will have a group photo, so keep your camera on. Thank you.
Thank you all once again. History never really says goodbye. History says, see you later. With this quote and with the permission of chair, I declare this session and the conference is over. Have a nice day.
Everybody, please keep your cameras on. We will have a group photo.
झाला गुड फोटो प्रियंका मॅडम
झाला सर
झाला
थँक्यू सो मच
ओके 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 स्माइल द्यायचं
Thank you so much, sir.
कुठेतरी घेतला हातात फंक्शन प्रिंट स्क्रीन केलं मी
हे झालं झालं ना बस एक मिनिट म्हणजे सेव्ह करणे दो
Thank you, Bharti.
Welcome, dear.
Great.